welcome. I am your host Daniel, and today is Darlingworthington, Dalworthington Municipal Court. And that's what I've been doing. I've been kind of separating some of the municipal court. Instead of putting it all in one playlist, I'm going to separate it into each individual municipal court. I want to say this before we get started. To all the new subscribers to this channel, welcome to my channel, welcome to my family. If you have any questions, please ask. So let's get started with the Dalworthington Municipal Court. That's not what I wanted. Damn it, that's not what I wanted. Come here. Make this bigger. All right.
We're on the record. All right, good morning, everyone. As you're being admitted to the Zoom courtroom, I'll ask that all participants please make sure that you're muted at this time. Everyone admitted in here. All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Judge Hudson. I'm going to go ahead and call the uncontested and show cause dockets for the Municipal Court of Dalworthington Gardens for July 2026. We are on the record. Everything is being recorded and streamed live via YouTube as is required by statute. I'm going to go over some general information that defendants need to know and understand before you decide how to handle your case or cases. I'm going to ask that everyone please listen carefully to this information. You will have the opportunity to ask some general questions before you enter your plea, but I cannot hear any specific facts about your case or cases until I know what your plea will be. So please listen carefully to all this information. And if you're looking at your screens, if you notice, everyone admitted has a square or a tile, and there's a name that is appearing there. If that name, as printed, is not the first and last name that this court has for the defendant, please take this time to rename your square so that we will have the files pulled, because we have noted down the names in the order that you logged in. However, if the name on that logged in is not a name of a defendant, we haven't pulled your file yet. So if you'll go ahead and change the name to the name of the defendant, first and last name, then we'll go ahead and have the files pulled, so it'll be right here when I call your cases to be heard. All right, now please listen carefully to your rights and this information. As I mentioned, this is a municipal court of Dalworthington Gardens. We handle Class C misdemeanor violations and municipal ordinance violations. These are criminal charges which carry fines only as their punishment. Because they are criminal charges, if you are found guilty, a criminal conviction is reported on your record to the state authorities. So please listen carefully to your rights and options. Right? You have the right to be represented by an attorney. If you wish to hire an attorney and you've not yet done so, please let me know when I call your case to be heard. I will gladly give you a pass until next month's docket to give you time to consult with an attorney. If you have not hired an attorney and you want to represent yourself, that's absolutely fine. The law allows you to do that. But I must warn you that an attorney's years of training and experience could be of great benefit to you. So if you wish to have time to consult with an attorney, I will gladly give you time to do that without any prejudice to your case. If you are representing yourself, you do need to understand that you will be held to the same standard as if you were an attorney. I can't preview your case for you and give you any idea how I might rule. I cannot give any legal advice. Likewise, you cannot have anyone other than a licensed attorney speaking for you. If you have a friend or family member there with you, they may observe this, but no one other than a licensed attorney can speak for the defendant. So bear that in mind if you're deciding whether or not you're going to represent yourself. Additionally, you have the right to request a trial by jury. What that means is if you wish to plead not guilty, you can request that we summons in a group of citizens to sit and hear the evidence and decide guilt innocence. If you wish to request a jury trial, your case will be set for a pretrial docket and then scheduled for an in-person jury trial at a later date. If you don't want to have a jury trial, that's absolutely fine. The law does not require that you do so. It simply requires that you be told you have this right. And if you do not want to have a jury trial, but if you want to have me, the judge, hear your case, we just need to get that on the record that you're waiving your right to a jury trial and that you want the judge to hear your case. All right. Now, when I call your cases to be heard, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over what charges we show pending against you here in Dalworthington Gardens. Please listen carefully to what I say. If you think that you are facing different charges than what I say, or if you think you're facing additional charges, please let me know so that we can make sure we have all of your files and cases here so that you can take care of all of your business at one time and not have to come back to court for an additional time. Then before I can hear any of the specific facts and circumstances in your case or cases, I must know how you plead to each charge. You have three options. I'm going to tell you what they are, and I'm going to go over them and explain them. You may plead guilty, you may plead no contest, or you may plead not guilty. And let me explain what those mean. With the plea of guilty, you are admitting your guilt to the offense charged. It is all I need to hear in order to find you guilty. I don't have to hear any other facts or circumstances. With a plea of no contest, you are not admitting guilt to the offense charged, but you're saying you don't want to contest the case, you don't want to have a trial, you want to go ahead and dispose of your case. This allows you to dispose of your case without admitting guilt. You may request the deferred disposition probation to keep it off of your record. Now, I want to tell you right off the bat, if you are at all concerned about how your plea might appear to your insurance company or about some related civil matter, feel free to plead no contest rather than guilty. I do not raise your punishment in any way because you plead no contest rather than guilty. But you do need to understand that a plea of no contest has the same legal effect in a criminal courtroom such as this as a plea of guilty. So if you plead no contest, but then do not request the deferred disposition probation, then by law at the end of the hearing, I must find you guilty. Sometimes people try to avoid coming back for a trial docket by pleading no contest, and then they try to tell me some facts or circumstances that they think would support a not guilty verdict. You can't avoid a trial like that. If you wish to plead not guilty and have a trial, that's absolutely fine. We will set you for the contest docket. However, do understand that a plea of no contest, you cannot be found not guilty with a plea of no contest. You can either request deferred or you can dispose of your case without admitting guilt. So I've gone over guilty, no contest. The last option is not guilty. If you're pleading not guilty, that is where you're saying you did not do what you're charged with, and there needs to be a trial to determine guilt innocence. This is the uncontested docket today. I'm hearing cases where people plead guilty or no contest with some sort of request or some sort of explanation. I'm not having contested trials today. If you wish to plead not guilty, you will be reset to our next available contest docket, which we have in the evenings on Wednesdays. And you'll be able to have a trial at that time, and you'll be able to meet with the prosecutor before that. But do understand that if you're pleading not guilty, your case will be reset, not heard today. Now, I mentioned deferred disposition probation. If you wish to dispose of your cases and not have a conviction on your record, the law allows you to request deferred disposition probation. That is where you, the defendant, enter a plea of guilty or no contest on the record, and I make a finding that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I do not find you guilty. Instead, I defer or I put off finding you guilty for 90 days. During that 90-day time period, you are on an informal probation out of my court. And I say informal because we don't have a probation officer. You don't have to report every week or every month. You pay your deferral fees. They're usually about the same amount as what the fine would be. You pay the court costs. They are state mandated, and they're the same whether you take a conviction or you do deferred disposition probation. Depending on your age and the offense that you're charged with, you might be required to complete a driving safety course or to do some community service or to take some remedial steps such as renewing a driver's license or getting a vehicle registered. My number one term and condition for everyone on deferred disposition probation is that you don't commit a criminal offense while you're on the probation. And that means don't get a Class C ticket for speeding, then obviously don't do anything more serious than a Class C ticket. If you follow the terms and conditions that I set, then at the end of the 90-day probation, your case or cases will be dismissed. And you will be able to honestly say you were not convicted of the offenses that you were charged with. Now, the alternative is if you do not follow the terms and conditions that I set, the prosecutor could file a motion to have you adjudicated. That means to have you found guilty. A warrant could issue for your arrest. You could be arrested, convicted, and face up to the maximum fine and court costs. So make sure you understand the terms and conditions of your probation. We will go over them in court today, and they'll be printed in a block on the paperwork that we send you. and make sure that you're going to be able to follow them. If you have any circumstances which make it where you're unable to comply with a term and condition, and you know it right now, you need to let me know that. I'm going to give you a typical example. If you're charged with failure to maintain financial responsibility, which is the no insurance ticket, then a standard term and condition that I said is that while you're on the probation, you obtain and maintain insurance or other financial responsibility during that 90-day probation. But if you're not driving, if you don't own a car anymore, or if you're not driving, you need to tell me that, because rather than ordering you to provide proof of insurance, which you're not going to be able to do if you don't have a vehicle at the end of the 90 days, I will order that you not drive until you provide proof of insurance. That way at the end of the 90 days, if there's no evidence that you've been driving, then your case can be dismissed. If you have a term and condition that you need to complete, such as renewing your driver's license, and you need more than the 90-day time period to get that done, you can always ask for an extension. So just remember, if you're on deferred disposition probation, you can ask for a term to be modified, to be changed, or for a time limit to be extended if you need more time. And please remember that we want to try to set everyone up to succeed. So if you need to request something like this after you have been placed on deferred disposition probation, please contact my court, and we will work with you and try to set everyone up to succeed. Now, I mentioned that punishment is by fine, and here we're in a Zoom docket here. So obviously you cannot pay your fines or your deferral fees at the close of the court hearing. So we consider it paid at the time of court if you can get it paid in full by Monday. And your options are you can come in and pay it in person. We have a night drop, and you can drop it off at night if you wish to do that. You can call and make a payment over the phone, or you can pay online. Now, if you're unable to pay the full amount of your deferral fees and court costs by Monday, and you want to do deferred disposition probation, you may request to do a payment plan. Typically, I require a down payment of your court costs, and then you pay out the balance at $100 every 2 weeks. If you have some special circumstances where you can't follow that plan, you can let me know during your hearing, and we'll set you up on a payment plan where you'll be able to make your payments. Now, it's important to understand that your 90-day probation does not begin until you get your deferral fees and court costs paid in full. So the faster you can get it paid in full, the faster your probation starts, the quicker you'll be done with your probation. Now, if you don't want to do deferred disposition probation, and you're going to go ahead and take a conviction on your record, but you're unable to pay the full amount of your fines and your court costs by Monday, you may request to do a payment plan. It's important that you understand that if you're taking a conviction on your record, you are found guilty at the time that you sign up on the payment plan. This is important because if you default on the payment plan, if you miss a payment, then a special type of warrant can issue for your arrest. It's called a capious profile warrant. That's a warrant that tells the arresting agency you've already been found guilty and you simply owe the money, and those warrants are not bondable. So you could be arrested and held in jail until the full amount plus warrant fees are paid. So just like with terms and conditions of deferred disposition probation, make sure you understand the terms of your payment plan and you'll be able to follow them. If something happens while you're on a payment plan, like let's say you get sick, so you don't work for a week, so you don't get paid as much for a week, contact my court staff and ask for a modification or an extension. We understand that things happen in life, and we will work with you as long as we hear from you, because we want everyone to be able to dispose of their cases and get on with their lives. But if we just don't hear from you, if you just stop complying with a term that is ordered, then we'll set you for a show cause, but ultimately we may have to issue a warrant for your arrest. So please make sure you communicate with the court before you miss a payment or before you miss a deadline so that we can try to set you up to succeed. Now, I've given you a lot of information. Remember, you can ask general questions about your rights and options before you enter your plea. I just can't hear any of the specific facts of your cases until I know what your plea will be. I will call you to unmute in the order that you checked in. Please listen to the hearings ahead of you, because if you have questions or you're unsure about something, your question might be answered in the hearing ahead of you, and that might help us move everyone along as promptly as possible. But I'm going to start calling the docket in the order that you logged in. The first defendant I have signed in under Motorola Moto G 2025. Can you please unmute and state your name?
Marcos Johnson.
Okay. Johnson, what was your first name, sir?
Marcos, Marcos.
Marcos. Okay, thank you so much. All right. Mr. Johnson, I show that you have 3 cases pending: failure to maintain financial responsibility, expired registration, and no driver's license. And back in January, well, back in April, you entered pleas to this charge, and we set you up on a payment plan. In January of 26, you were set up to make payments of $50 every 2 weeks, and you made a few payments back in 23, but you still have a balance of $496. Why did you not make the payments that we set you up with in January?
I had lost my job and I was dealing with I was in the hospital dealing with some stuff. I had an aneurysm back in October 2007. So that took me out of work for a whole month.
Wait,
And
I'm
after
sorry.
that,
Hang on, sir. You mentioned 2007. These are from 2023.
but I still went, I was working, but I just forgot to pay it.
Okay, well, sir, now you've been in court several times, and I know you've heard what I've said to you about, you need to contact the court. I understand that it can be difficult at times, particularly if you're having some issues with employment, but you've got to always communicate with the court. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, now are you working right now, sir?
No, ma'am.
How are you supported right now?
I'm supportive with my people.
Yeah,
My sister.
who's supporting you right now?
My sister.
Do you live with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and how are you doing any like gig work, anything like that?
No, I've been hurt. My health. I've been hurt by my health. Since I had that surgery, I've been hurting.
Okay.
So I ain't really been looking for no job, man.
When did you have your surgery?
October 7th of 2025. That's about 6, 7 months.
All right, have you filled out a financial packet for the court?
I don't remember.
You did in 23. I don't think you've done one since then. All right,
The
so
community.
we need to send you a financial packet, okay? And you need to fill it out and send it back into us within 2 weeks. It's going to ask for documentation for the last 3 months about your financial information. Include the information about your surgery, all right? Now, are you having to go to any follow-up appointments or physical therapy or anything like that?
This a follow-up after the surgery.
Okay, well, because sometimes I can give community service hours if you're having to say, have ongoing physical therapy or something like that. I'm going to send out the financial packet to you. I need you to fill it out completely. Give me more information rather than less information, all right? And you need to get it back into my court within 2 weeks because you might be eligible to serve this out through community service, all right?
Okay.
Do you understand, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now, do we have a good email for you? Okay, so we're going to use the same email address that we sent your court setting to. All right.
Yes.
All right. Now, the email may have several attachments, so it might go to your spam folder. So watch your spam folder. Okay.
Yes.
If you haven't received it by Friday, call back on Monday and they'll resend it. All right. But we're going to send you a financial packet. Get it back in 2 weeks. And we'll see if we can see if you qualify for community service. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And just remember, whether it's my court or another court, if you're not able to make a payment or something like that, contact us rather than just letting it sit like this. Okay.
I understand.
Okay. All right. Watch your email address and we'll be looking for that financial packet within the next 2 weeks. You are released at this time, sir. You're free to go.
Okay.
All right. Next, I have Abdullah Assad.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
Yes, sir. Can you start your video so I can see you, please? Okay. So Mr. Assad, so you you were facing one charge of turning right too wide, and back in March you entered a plea of no contest and were set up to do deferred disposition probation. You were ordered to complete a driving safety course, and we don't show that you ever sent in proof of the course.
Yeah, I've just my mom's been sick, so I've been taking care of her. So I've been busy with work. So I was hoping I can get maybe an extension.
Have you signed up for the course?
Have I signed up for it? Yes, I just haven't finished it.
Okay, how far are you in the course?
I'm in the second the second chapter.
Okay, so you've got a ways to go. Can you
Yeah.
get it done within 30 days?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a 30-day extension.
Okay.
Okay. So there's not any additional fees, but this is going to give you 30 days. You've got to get the course done, get
Okay.
the certificate and sign it and send it to us. All right.
Email to the core.
Yeah. And you can, like I said, you can just take a picture of it once you've signed it and attach it as an email. All right.
Okay.
Okay. My court clerk will send you a form. It's an agreement to the extension. So
Mhm.
go ahead and sign that and send it back in. As soon as you get the course done and get that certificate, send it in to us. Don't wait till the end of the 30 days. Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Okay. This concludes your hearing. You're free to go at this time.
Thank you.
Next, I have Diana Fuentes.
Yes,
Ms. Fuentes, I actually have one case pending. It's speeding going 53 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. Do you understand that's the charge pending against you?
yes,
Were you able to hear my explanation about defendant's rights and options that I went over at the start of court?
yeah.
Do you have any questions about those rights and options?
So this is the first time I've ever been in court.
Okay.
So I'm aware that I went speeding.
Well, no. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions about the rights and options? Yes or no?
Well, no, because I'm guilty. Yeah.
Okay, but hang on. So to this charge, how do you wish to plead? You may plead guilty, no contest, or not guilty. How do you wish to plead to the charge of speeding going 53 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone?
What was the second option?
You may plead guilty, no contest, or not guilty.
No content.
No contest. And you wish to waive your right to a jury trial and have me hear a case today, correct?
Yeah.
And, yes, and you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Yes.
Now, do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you want to make?
Yes.
ahead.
So I'm a single mom to 4, and that I haven't gotten a ticket since years back. And that day I was going through a lot. Financially, I haven't been very well. I'm a teacher assistant, so I don't get paid as much. I'm so sorry. I told myself I was not going to cry.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
And I tried to explain to the officer my situation. I was trying to get to my daughter's graduation because that day I had fought with my baby daddy, and it was very important for me to be there. And I was 5 minutes out into getting to her school, and I work literally like 5 minutes from there. So I was trying to get there as soon as I could. And I didn't realize the speed limit was 30. I thought it was like a 40. So I was like, okay, obviously I wasn't supposed to speed at all, but I was in a hurry. And I tried to explain to the officer and everything, but things happen. So I'm not sure if I can get a reduced on my ticket or what my options are.
Well, you have the option to request deferred disposition probation to keep it off of your record. All right. So were you heading to Key Elementary?
No, I was at Key. I work at Key.
Okay.
When I was heading to Short, which is down the street.
Okay.
And I don't really go through that road that much, so I wasn't aware that the speed limit was 30. I always thought it was 40 because that's how the regular streets are.
Well, I know on Bowen it's 40, but Bowen is a much larger road with a turn lane, and Roosevelt is a much smaller road with no shoulder and no turn lane and much more residential. Okay. So just in the future, if you don't know the speed limit, you need to presume it's 30 because that's the presumptive speed limit in Texas. Unless you actually see a sign that says higher than that, assume it's 30.
Yeah, because I got stopped. I got stopped right before I could see the speed limit. And once I saw the speed limit, that's when I was like, oh my gosh. Like, that's the moment that I was like, I saw the speed limit. So
and how long have you been working at Key?
This is my first year. I got separated less than a year ago.
Okay, so you've
So I've been on my own. Yeah, I've been on my own.
and you've been there since the start of the school year in August?
Hmm.
Okay. All right. And do you wish to do deferred?
My kids are pretty small. My oldest is 7, and then I got twins that are 5, and then the youngest one is 3.
Okay. Okay. And are you requesting deferred probation to keep this off of your record?
Yes.
Okay. I'll grant that request. Is there anything else you wish to tell me?
No.
Now, as working for the school district, do you just get paid once a month or do you get paid more frequently?
Yeah, once a month, and then my parents help me sometimes with like bills if I need to like pay them beforehand, and then I just pay them back whenever I get paid. Or if it's like food wise, I try and go to like Mission Arlington. Sometimes my parents will just give me money so I can get groceries, but I do have food stamps as well, so that's helping as well.
So you receive government assistance for, do you have SNAP?
Yeah, I have SNAP, and my kids also have Medicaid, and then my parents also provide with extra money if I need it for food.
Okay. All right. So I am going to go ahead and rule on the deferral fees and court costs, but I'm going to send you a financial packet because you may be able to serve this out in an alternative means and not with payment. All right. So based upon your plea of no contest, I am making a finding that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty and I'll place you on deferred disposition probation out of this court for 90 days. Your deferral fee is $115. Your court costs are $134. So the total there is $249. Based on the information that you've told me, it sounds that you might be eligible to serve this out through an alternate means, which could be community service. And so we're going to send you a financial packet. We're going to email it to you. You need to fill it out and get it back to us within 2 weeks. Include the documentation about the benefits that you're receiving. It can be a picture of your, if you don't have your award letter, it can be even a picture of your card, all right, that you receive. But if you have the award letter, or even if your bank statement shows where you get a payment, an electronic payment, anything like that, send that to us. And then my court staff will be in touch with you about your options, all right?
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. The most important thing, drive carefully and slowly. And as much as your daughter wanted you to be there on time, heaven forbid if you'd had an accident, okay? Because going that fast, you could have really hurt yourself or someone else. So just,
I know, and I usually drive. I usually drive good because I have my kids with me. So it was just one of those days that was just not on my.
I understand, and unfortunately, those are the days when the hard things happen. So just try to be careful, okay? All right, watch your email. As you probably heard me tell the gentleman ahead of you, there's going to be some attachments. It might go to your spam folder. So watch your spam folder. If you haven't received it by Friday, call my court staff on Monday and they'll resend it. All right?
Okay, and the number for that is the number that was provided?
Yes.
Or
it's in the documentation that you've received. It's in your court setting information for today.
okay, all right.
Okay. All right. This concludes your hearing. You're free to go at this time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good luck to you. All right. Next, I have someone. I'm probably not going to get the name correct. But it's Anakoa, Anakoha. First name starts with an O. If you could please unmute.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Can you start your video so I can see you, please?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. All right, sir. I show that you have one case pending at speeding going 63 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone. Do you understand that's a charge pending against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, I was.
Okay, now I need to go over one additional bit of information with you. So I mentioned defendant's options to request deferred disposition probation. For most defendants, it's granted as a matter of law. If you request it, you receive deferred disposition probation. For people facing charges such as you are, with going more than 25 miles over the speed limit, you may still request deferred disposition probation. But before I can grant it, I need to make a finding on the record that it would be appropriate to grant that. in this case. So if you want to ask for deferred probation, then I will ask you to please state some information on the record to support that finding. Do you understand that, sir?
No, actually, because this is my first time being in court, and this is my first time ever getting a ticket.
Okay,
So
so,
everything is quite new to me.
okay, so you heard the earlier warnings that I
Mhm.
went over, right? About pleading guilty, no contest, not guilty, the
Mhm.
option for deferred probation, right? You heard all
Yes,
of that?
yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, so if you want to ask for deferred disposition probation because you are charged with going more than 25 miles over the speed limit, you will be asked to state some information on the record that would support a finding by me that it would be appropriate to grant that in your case. And some people cite the lack of any previous citations. Some people talk about urgent exigent circumstances, something like that. But that's what you'll have to do. Do you have any questions about the rights and options that I went over?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then to this charge of speeding going 63 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
I do want to ask, right?
Okay, are you asking a question about your rights?
Yes,
Okay, now just remember, you cannot go into the facts of your case. What's your question about your rights?
I wanted to ask, right? Because I don't want it to be on my record, right? But I know I was speeding,
So,
right?
so as I mentioned to you, you may request the deferred disposition probation, but before I can grant it, you have to state some information on the record that would support a finding that it would be appropriate to grant that.
And what can that be?
It could, as I mentioned, it can be it can be any relevant facts that you think would support a finding that someone in your situation should be granted deferred probation and not have it on their record. As I mentioned, some people talk about having never received a ticket before. Some people talk about an emergency that they had. Some people talk about the consequences that they will face if they get a conviction on their record. It's whatever you think is relevant in that situation.
Got you. Okay.
Any other questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
All right, then to this charge of speeding going 63 in a 30-mile-per-hour zone, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
And you wish to waive your right to a jury trial and have me hear your case today, correct?
Correct.
And you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Am I going to represent myself in court or
Well,
right here?
you're in court right now, sir. So do you want
Okay.
to represent yourself right now, or do
Yes,
you want to
yes,
go
yes.
and hire a lawyer?
Yes, yes, correct. I'm sorry. I'm really
All
sorry.
right, that's all right. All right, now, do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you want to make?
Uh, no request. Actually, I just didn't know that that was a speed limit, and yeah, I didn't know that was a speed limit, and I was kind of in a rush for an exam, so I didn't know that was a speed limit. So yeah, and that's my first time ever getting a ticket.
So, sir, you said no requests, so you're not asking for the deferred probation to keep it off of your record?
Oh yes, I am. I am. I am. I
Okay, so
thoroughly.
that's a request.
Yes. Okay, I understand now.
All right. So please state some information on the record that you think would support a finding that it'd be appropriate to grant your request for a deferred probation.
Okay, so I've never gotten a ticket. This is the first time I've gotten a ticket, right? And I didn't know it was that was a speed limit. I apologize for being ignorant. And thirdly, I was being a rush for an exam.
Where were you taking the exam?
TCC.
You told the officer at the time that you were late to pick up your siblings.
Yes, actually, I was late to pick up my siblings, but also I was late to go for the exam.
Where were you supposed to pick up your siblings?
What is the name of the high school? Uh, I'm new to Texas, so I'm kind of remember. I'm trying to remember the high school. It's close to Matlock. Oh my God,
Was it Arlington High?
Summit.
Summit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, I'm new to Texas, so everywhere is not quite. Yeah.
That's fine. I need to check one thing. Hang on just a second.
Take your time.
So you received 2 citations that day. The other one was for violating the restriction on your driver's license. And I do see that you have placed that one that's currently on deferred disposition probation. So you understand that your restriction was you're not supposed to not be driving alone. Did you understand that?
Yes, I understand that.
Okay, so you can't, so until you get that removed, you've got to have a licensed driver supervising you. Do you understand that?
Right. I need to go get the actual license. That's what I'm working on right now.
Okay. And are you still in school?
Yes, I'm still in school.
What are you studying?
Business right now.
Okay. And are you working, sir?
Yes, I'm working.
Okay. Is there anything else you wish to tell me?
Is there anything else? No. I don't remember right now.
All right. Well, based on the information that you've provided to the court and your age, I'm making a finding that it would be appropriate to grant your request for deferred disposition probation.
Thank you so much, Delo.
So you will be on probation out of this court for 90 days. Your deferral fee is going to be $185. Your court costs are $134. So your total is going to be $319. You are going to be required to complete a driving safety course. Wait a second. You will be able to complete a driving safety course, and you need to get that proof back into us during the 90-day probation. Now, will you be able to pay your deferral fees and court costs in full, or do you need some time to pay it out?
Yes, I wish I can do a payment plan. I'm gonna stick to that.
Can you make a down payment of the court cost of $134 on Monday?
Monday. No, but I can do that by Thursday. Is that fine? Next week, Thursday.
So,
Yes.
do you get paid on Wednesdays?
Yes, but I get paid late on Wednesdays. That's why I said Thursday, because I might not see the money yet until, Thursday morning.
All right, let's say, let me look at my calendar. Let's set you up for the next week. So Monday would be the 13th. Can you get the court cost paid by the 20th? That's Monday after next.
20th, correct, yes.
Okay. So you can always pay it earlier than that, but do that and then pay off the balance at $50 every 2 weeks, okay?
All right, that's perfect.
Now
So
you can always pay more than the $50 every 2 weeks, just don't pay less, all right?
that's great. That's great.
Yeah. If you let's say you pay $100 for your first payment, that doesn't mean you skip your next one. You pay until you get it paid in full, understand?
Got you. So
Okay.
first off is the court deferral fee of 130 something.
134 will be due July 20th. Then you're going to pay off the balance at $50 every 2 weeks.
So every 2 weeks. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Then once you get that paid in full, you're going to be on probation out of my court for 90 days. Do not commit a criminal offense during the 90-day time period. And you need to take a driving safety course, complete it, get the certificate, sign the certificate, and get that proof into the court. Okay.
Okay. So the course is gonna be sent to me email, or how
Excuse me, say that again, sir?
is it? Is the course gonna be sent to me through an email, or
No, there are a number of providers that you can choose between, and then you sign up for the course on your own. All right. You can take most of these you can take online. There still are a few in person. When you sign up for a course, make sure you understand how they're going to be sending you the certificate. Most of them now let you print out the certificate once you've completed the course. Some of them still mail it to you. And if you're doing one where they mail it to you, unless you pay extra to have them send it overnight, it'll take about 3 weeks from the time you finish the course until you get it. And then you've still got to sign the certificate and get it to the court. The driving safety courses don't communicate with us. So just make sure you give yourself enough time to get that done. All right.
correct?
Okay. Now my court clerk will email you the paperwork that has all this information, If you have not received it by Friday, call my staff. They'll resend it, but it will have all the information in there. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call and ask them. And make sure you make your payments until they tell you you've paid it in full. All right. If you're curious how much you have, you still owe, you can always call my court staff and they'll let you know. Any questions, sir?
The safety course, do we pay for it?
Yes,
Do
you'll
you
have to
know
pay
this?
for it. You'll have to pay for it.
Okay.
Okay. And make sure that it's one for a ticket dismissal in Texas. There are some that are out there for people that have gotten DWIs. You don't need to do that. And there's some out there for people who are trying to get commercial driver's licenses, and you don't need to do that. You need to just take one that's for a ticket dismissal in Texas. And if you're unsure, you can always, before you pay, you can always call my court staff and ask, will this course be the right one? Because there's a bunch out there you can choose from.
Okay. Do we have like the court staff number, or do you mind giving it to
It'll
me?
be on the paperwork that you receive in the email. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, sir?
No.
Okay. This concludes your hearing. You're free to go at this time.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Next, I have, is it DeVille Spinks? Spinks? Please unmute. Last call for DeVille Spinks. Please unmute. Move on to the next defendant. John Perez Valle.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Sir, yes, there we are. Actually, you have two cases pending. One is driving while your license is invalid. The other is failure to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand those are the two charges pending against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you able to understand, to hear my explanation about defendant's rights and options that I went over at the start of court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights and options?
No, Your Honor.
All right, then I need to take your plea to each charge individually. To the charge of driving while your license is invalid, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
Right. And to the charge of failure to maintain financial responsibility, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
And in both of these cases, you wish to waive your right to a jury trial and have me hear your case today, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. And you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you wish to make?
Yes, Your Honor, I would. Thank you very much for taking the time to listening to my case this morning. I
Yes.
would like to let you know that I recently moved from the state of Florida to the state of Texas for a better opportunity at my life here. I've only been here about 3 months. I recently obtained a job working at AutoZone on West Division Street. It's a new store there. Very excited about it. On the date in question, which was around May 9th in the evening, I was coming home and a police officer had stopped me due to a brake light being out in my vehicle, and which I wasn't aware of. So I pulled over on Bowen and Roosevelt. And upon doing that, the officer came out and he told me that he had pulled me over because of a brake light. But upon further investigation, he said that he ran my tag, which was a Texas tag. I had already changed my registration to the Texas tag as soon as I got here in the state of Texas. And he said that I had no insurance, which to my surprise, I was very surprised. So I went ahead on my phone and I showed him my insurance, which was Bristol West, and it showed that it had been paid. But nevertheless, he was saying, well, on the computer say that it's not paid and that there's no financial obligation that's been met. A long story short, Your Honor, he went ahead and proceeded to give me a ticket for the suspended license and for not having insurance. And in addition to that, he went ahead and had my car towed, which cost me $350 in the middle of the night. I asked him, is there a reason why you're towing me? Is there any way that I can have a family member come and pick up my car? My car was good. There was a registration and there was tags on the car that were valid per Texas regulations. And he said no. And the towing company came 20 minutes later, and he didn't arrest me or anything. He said, you have someone that can pick you up? I said, yeah. And he went ahead and let me go. He gave me those 2 tickets, and he had my car towed the next that same night. What I found a little bit peculiar or odd was that the next day, I was able to go to the towing yard and get my car out myself without a valid driver's license or the insurance that I had gotten the tickets for. Nevertheless, I started investigating why I was in a bad status. When I first moving from Florida to Texas, Your Honor, the insurance that I had in Florida did not cover me in Texas. So prior to moving to Texas, I went ahead and got new insurance. I believe it's in my file because I stopped in the Worthington City Hall and I brought all these documents for you to have when you saw me today. And you can see in the file there that I had Bristol West Insurance. Nevertheless, when I called the insurance company in Florida, they notified the state of Florida that I did not have insurance, which in a way was true, but it's not that I didn't have insurance, it was that I didn't have insurance in Florida. That went ahead and from what they told me in Florida, that went ahead and triggered the suspension of the license. So I went back, talked to them, and they said, well, we need proof that you were insured at the time of in February. And I went ahead, and as you can see in your file there, Your Honor, I had proof that I had Bristol West Insurance at the time. Okay, and once they realized that, they were going to charge me $250 to reinstate me. And once they realized that there was a mistake like that, they went ahead and immediately reinstated my license, which I also provided proof of that by a document that I also provided to you from the state of Florida, stating that my license is no longer suspended, and that so I wouldn't have any more problems regarding the insurance. What I did was I called Bristol West again, and I said, listen, I would like to pay 6 months in advance my insurance totally, so I don't have any issues with further implications with insurance or any issues like that. And you also have that that document in your file because I provided a copy of that full coverage, insurance for the next 6 months. So personally, I have a valid driver's license from the state of Florida. I have a date on July 13th that I will be going to the state of Texas office to get my Texas driver's license. And I also have insurance paid for the whole 6 months. And that in a nutshell is my case. I just moved here from, like I said, from Florida. I recently started working right there at West Division. And I feel like, I could have been given a warning because funny as it be, working at AutoZone, we get a lot of customers that come in. And believe you me when I tell you that a good number of them are coming in because they have been stopped by the police in that area where I'm at because of a brake light. And most of them, 80% of them said, no, they just gave me a warning. Oh, they just gave me a warning. And I'm like, man, I wasn't so lucky. I wasn't given a warning. And unfortunately, it is what it is. And I understand police officers are out there to serve and protect and to keep everybody safe and all that. But I feel that perhaps I could have been given a break. Nevertheless, I accepted the consequences. I went ahead and paid the $350 for the towing. And now I put myself at your mercy to see what we can do about these other 2 tickets.
Okay. So I appreciate your explanation, and I'm looking at all the documents that you provided me. So I see something from Bristol West which says important notice, final notice prior to collections that you had a past due, and it says
Correct.
cancel effective date April 2nd, 2026. The
Correct.
notice was sent May 18th, 2026, and
Correct.
your citation was May 9th.
Correct.
And then I see that you gave us a copy of your policy that looks like it was from January of 26, January 14th of
Correct.
26 to January 14th of 27, and you were paying on that monthly, is that correct?
Correct. The way that was set up, Your Honor, nowadays the insurance companies can go ahead and withdraw the money from your account automatically, and I had it set up like that. But I switched my accounts from Chase Bank to Bank of America. And when I did that, I went ahead and requested that my automatic payment be taken now, switched from Chase Bank to Bank of America. Okay. And the associate at Bristol West said it was taken care of. And I left it alone like that. To my surprise, a month and a half later is when I received this notice saying that they had taken the payment out of my account. And that's what triggered that.
Okay, so I have another question. So were you living
Yes, Your
here
Honor.
in Texas in January?
Yes, Your Honor. I actually, I'm sorry. At the end of January is when I moved here.
Okay. Okay. So Mr. Perez, is it Perez Valle? Is that how?
It's Perez Valle, but you can just say Perez, Your Honor. A lot of people get that Perez Valley, Perez Val, Perez, and it's Perez Valle.
Okay, so Mr. Perez. So
Yes.
my court staff is going to need to call to confirm whether your insurance was valid on May 9th. If it was valid on May 9th, then your failure to maintain financial responsibility ticket can be dismissed. Okay. On the driving while license is invalid, I believe that this is a situation where it would be appropriate to provide this information to our prosecutor. I don't have the ability to dismiss this case without a motion from the prosecutor. But we can provide the proof, the paper that the documentation that you have provided to the prosecutor and see if this is something that he wishes to still prosecute the case or if he wishes to file a motion to dismiss. And so what I believe we should do is reset your case to the next available Wednesday evening docket. We will give the information to the prosecutor ahead of time. He might make a decision if he decides he wants to dismiss the case, we'll notify you ahead of time. And in regards to the officer towing your vehicle, I do need to let you know that the court is independent from the police. I don't supervise them. I can't give them any feedback on this. However, you could speak with Chief Greg Petty or Deputy Chief Fike and give them their feedback because they are the ones that would supervise and set the policies of the police in regards to something like towing a vehicle. All right. And I would encourage you to contact them. But let me get a reset date for your cases, and then we'll be able to release you at this time.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Your Honor. What was the name of the chief?
Hang on one moment, sir.
Sure, Your Honor.
Okay, so first we're going to reset your cases to August 5th at 6 p.m., but we'll get this information to the prosecutor ahead of time. And the chief is Greg Petty, and the deputy chief is Fike, F-I-K-E.
And are they at the Worthington Garden City Hall location, Your Honor?
They're at the Dalworthington Gardens Police Department, which is right next door.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that when I went there to set this up.
You can call the non-emergency number for the city and speak with someone there, and you might be able to either speak with one of them over the phone or schedule an appointment to talk with them?
Yeah, I always find it that it's better if you speak to them in person, you know. Over the phone, things can get misconstrued and whatnot. But yes, Your Honor. So then August 5th at 6 p.m.
Yes. And you'll get a
Okay.
reset. You'll get a reset.
An
email
email telling me about
Yes, I'm sorry.
Zoom and all that.
I was making my notations as I was
Yeah.
putting all this in here. All right. So, and if the prosecutor has made a decision ahead of time, we'll contact you so you don't have to come back if that's a possibility. All right.
Sounds great.
Okay. Okay. This concludes your hearing. You are free to go at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a blessed day.
You too, sir. And I believe I see that Mr. Spinks is here now. Mr. Spinks. Mr. Spinks, do you have are you unmuted? I'm not hearing you, sir. Will you check and make sure you're unmuted? Mr. Spinks?
All
Yeah,
right, can you hear me now?
I sure can. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Spinks, I actually have one case for you, and it's fair to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand that's the charge pending against you?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I show that you have a commercial driver's license. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I'm trying to
Were
do.
you, hang on, were you able to hear my explanation about defendant's rights and options that I went over at the start of court?
Yes, I did.
Do you
Yes,
have any
I did.
questions about those rights and options?
No.
Okay, then, and to this charge, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No context.
Okay, and you wish to waive your right to jury trial and have me hear your case, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to represent yourself, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you wish to make?
I just moved. I just moved here, and it's so much on my mind and everything like that. And the insurance elapsed. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened.
And I show that you did bring in proof of insurance,
Yes,
3
ma'am.
days afterwards. Now, tell me, is this a policy that you are paying monthly or did you pay it in full?
I paid in full.
Okay, all right, all right. And are you wanting to request deferred disposition probation to keep this off of your record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll grant that request. Is there anything else you wish me to take into consideration?
No, ma'am. That's it.
Well, based upon your plea of no contest, I'm making a finding that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty and I'll place you on deferred disposition probation out of this court for 90 days. Your deferral fee is $226. Your court costs are $81. The total is $307. Would you be able to get that paid in full by Monday, or do you need some time to pay it out?
Yeah, I need payments. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like
Can you-
maybe 2 payments.
Well, okay, well, I was gonna let you do this. I was gonna let you, if you can, pay the court cost by Monday and then pay out the balance at $100 every 2 weeks.
Oh, that's even better because I got 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, and I want you to make sure you keep your insurance current, most of all, that's the most important
Yes, ma'am.
thing. So pay the court cost by
Yes, it
Monday,
is.
then $100 every 2 weeks. Once this is paid in full, your probation will start. You'll be on probation out of my court for 90 days. Don't commit a criminal offense during that 90-day time period. Keep your insurance current. We will call at the end and make sure it was valid the entire 90 days. And with that confirmation, then your case will be dismissed.
Okay. What's the court fees though?
It's $81. That's why I told you.
$81.
Yes.
Okay.
So you'll pay that by Monday, and then you'll pay off the balance of the $226 at $100 every 2 weeks. So you'll basically have 3 payments after the $81.
All right.
Okay. Any questions, sir?
Thank you. No, ma'am.
Okay. This concludes your hearing. You are free to go at this time.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Mhm. And next I have Zoe Patino.
Hello?
Ms. Patino?
Yes.
Okay. Are you able to share your video?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Patino, I show you have one case pending and it's speeding going 54 and a 40. And back in January, you entered a plea of no contest to this charge and were set up on deferred disposition probation to complete a driving safety course. And you were given an extension to get that done by June 11th, and we have not received proof that you completed the course.
Yes, it is because I have been moving. I've moved a total of 2 times in the past, like, what, month? Yeah. Um, so I've started it though. I think I'm like halfway done. And yeah.
Well, you sent an email on May 6th and said that you would get it done by May 11th. And we gave you an extension, and I'm very confused as to why it's taking you so long to get it done.
Because whenever I started, I had just moved and now I'm moving again. But I could get it done in like literally like 3 days.
I'm going to give you a 2-week extension. All right.
Okay.
But you need to make this. I understand that you have other things in life besides this, but this has been pending since January. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And you've known that you needed to do this since January. So you need to get it done.
Okay.
And once you start a course, you only have so long to complete it, or else you'll have to pay for it again. So you need to get it done. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And as soon as you get it done and get that certificate, sign it and send us a copy of that. Because remember that the driving safety schools do not communicate with the court.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm giving you a 2-week extension to complete the driving safety course.
Okay,
My
thank you.
court clerk's going to email you an extension agreement. You can sign that, send it back in, and just get that course done as quickly as you can. Understand?
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right. This concludes your hearing. You are free to go at this time.
Thank you.
All right. Next, I have someone who logged in under Zoom user. Can you please unmute and state your name?
Is it me?
Ms. Riley, Ms. Ritchie?
Yes, ma'am.
I believe it was, yes.
Okay, I just didn't know for sure. Sorry. Let me turn my video on.
Thank you.
Okay, I think I should be on now, right? Okay, there it is.
Okay. Ms. Ritchie, I show you have one case
There we
pending.
go. Okay.
It's fair to maintain financial responsibility. Back in February, you entered a plea of no contest to this charge
Yes, ma'am.
and set up for deferred disposition probation, and you were ordered to provide proof of insurance from February 12th to May 12th, and we do not show that you ever provided proof.
Yes, ma'am. I think I do. I had insurance during that time. I think I just forgot to submit it to the court. So I did recently. I don't have it anymore, but I think those months I was definitely covered, and I have proof. I just completely forgot to submit it. I'm so sorry. But my car's broke down now, so I'm not carrying it anymore.
Okay, so where do you have that proof?
I have it on my phone, and I can email it in, or however
Okay, so this is what I'm going to have you do.
however you need me.
Okay, so what I want you to do
Uh-huh.
is I'm going to let you go ahead and mute and stop your video for just a moment. You can even log out if you have to. Find it on your phone,
Yes, ma'am.
email it to my court clerk, and then log back in, and I'll call you. I'll look at it and confirm that we have what I need to see before you leave the court completely today. All right? Do you understand?
I just needed to email. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my court clerk will.
Oh, I see, right there.
There you go.
Okay.
So you can mute, you can stop your video. If you need to log out completely, you can do that. Find the documentation and send it to my court clerk, and then log back in. All right?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, you can go ahead and mute this time. And next, I have Adrian Leha.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Leah, I show you have one case pending, been maintained financial responsibility, second offense. You entered a plea of no contest to this back in November of last year. You were placed on deferred probation in order to provide proof of insurance from February 13th of this year to May 13th of this year. You don't show that you provide proof of insurance.
I didn't have insurance. That's why I paid the ticket. I paid the ticket of no insurance, and I paid the ticket of no tax. So I paid all the tickets that I owe.
Well, you set them for deferred probation to not have a conviction on your record, and you were ordered to pay. You're ordered to provide proof of insurance or other financial responsibility, and you did not send us that because you set it up for not having a conviction. If you're just wanting to admit default and take a conviction, you can do that now. Is that what you meant to do?
Yes, like I didn't have insurance at that time because I didn't have a car, so I didn't have insurance. That car that I was driving, I didn't even use. I just used it just because I was actually moving it from side to side, so I didn't even use a car, so I didn't have insurance.
So
So there was no.
okay, so
I'm
these are
sorry?
your options, sir. You can admit default and take a conviction on your record, or
Okay.
you can ask for an extension to provide current proof of insurance for a period of time if you're driving, or you can ask for an extension and not drive for 60 days.
No, I didn't have no insurance, so there's no way for me to show that.
No, I'm just talking about current insurance, like an extension for that you'd extend your probation 60 days from today's date. So you can take a conviction, or you can ask for an extension and provide current proof of insurance and have it for the next 60 days, or not drive for the next 60 days.
Would that matter if I didn't have it back then when I got the ticket, or it's a different car? It's a whole different car.
It's fine. It can be a
It's a whole
different,
different
it's whatever you're driving now.
Okay, then that's fine. I'll do that.
So
I'll
you want to
the
do the
60 days.
extension and you have insurance on that. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to do a 60-day extension, and you need to provide proof of insurance starting from today, and it needs to be valid for the next 60 days.
Okay.
And you can email the my court clerk's going to email you paperwork for an extension. You need to sign that and send the proof of insurance back.
Okay.
Any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, this concludes your hearing. You are free to go at this time. Next, I have someone who logged in with a telephone number 945 ending in 788. Person who logged in with a telephone number beginning in 945 ending in 788. Please unmute and state your name.
Ernest Hill.
Ernest Hill. Give me just a minute, Mr. Hill.
Hale, Hale.
Okay. Okay. All right, sir. I show that you have one case pending. It's driving while your license is invalid.
Yes.
November of 2019. Were you able to hear my explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights and options?
No, ma'am.
All right, to this charge then, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contents.
Okay, and you want to waive your right to jury trial and have me hear a case today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you want to make?
Can I get it off my record?
You may request deferred, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you wish to tell me, sir?
No, ma'am.
Is your license currently valid?
No, it's not. It's just that's currently again. I had to get a SR22 again for it.
And are you working on that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, based upon your plea of no contest, I'm making a finding on the record that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty, and I'll place you on deferred disposition probation out of this court for 90 days. Your deferral fees and court costs total $451.10. I do show that you were arrested and spent a day in Arlington, so I can give you 1 day's jail credit towards this, sir.
Okay.
And so that can be your down payment. That'll be $150. Can you pay the balance off at $100 every 2 weeks?
I can do it every 2 weeks. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you make your first payment on Monday?
Well, yeah, I would. If not, I would be. I mean, yes, ma'am, I will be there.
I can't, I mean, I was gonna ask, so you can get it,
The
but you
first
can't-
payment, if it's just $100, right?
$100 on July 13th. Can you do that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And that would be at Dalworthington Garden.
Yes. Yes. And we need to get a good email address for you, Mr. Hale. Can you give me a good email address?
My last name, HALE
Mm-hmm.
dot Ernest, EARNEST @gmail.com.
Okay, let me read that back to you. HALE.EARNEST
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
.com.
.com. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, sir, I'm going to order that you get the SR22 filed so that you're licensed, that you can drive. Understand?
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so get that done during your 90-day time period. So you're gonna start making your payments of $100 every 2 weeks, starting on Monday. Your last payment's gonna be a little bit less than $100, or else you might pay more the last time, depending on how you want to handle it. But you'll have at least 3 full payments. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you have any questions about any of this anytime, if you're not sure if you have paid your balance off, contact my court staff. Get that SR22 filed and get your license where you can drive again. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And don't commit a criminal offense for 90 days.
Yes, ma'am.
Watch your email. My court clerk will email you the paperwork. If you haven't received it by Friday, please call by Monday. All right.
Okay, I sure will.
Okay. This concludes your hearing, sir. You are free to go.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Next, I have Eileen Valdez. Eileen Valdez, can you please unmute and start your video?
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Valdez. I actually have one case pending, and that is no driver's license. Do you understand that that's the charge pending against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about any of those?
No, ma'am.
Okay, to this charge then, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
Okay, and you wish to waive your right to jury trial and me hear your case today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Yes.
All right, and I see that you've brought in a copy of your driver's license that was issued about 2 weeks after this offense. So I do note that we have this here. Do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you want to make?
The only request is if I can keep it off my record, and if there's there's a possibility for the price to be decreased.
Mhm. Okay, anything else you wish me to consider?
No, ma'am.
Well, based upon a plea of no contest, I'm making a finding that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty and I'll place you on deferred disposition probation for this offense for 90 days. Normally, our deferral fee for this would be $101. Since you did go and get your driver's license taken care of, I'm going to reduce the deferral fee down to $50. Court costs are $81. So your total is going to be $131. Can you get that paid in full by Monday, or do you need some time to pay it out?
That should be fine.
I'm sorry, ma'am, I couldn't. Did you say you can pay it in full by Monday?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Pay it in full by Monday. You'll be on probation out of my court for 90 days. And as long as you don't commit a criminal offense, your case will be dismissed. Give me one moment here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. I was checking to make sure, because for moving violations, if you're under 25, you have to retake the driving safety course, but you're not going to have to do that. So this concludes your hearing. Get this paid in full by Monday, and you'll be on probation at my court for 90 days. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. You are released at this time.
Thank you.
Mhm. All right. Next, I have someone who logged in under Layla's iPhone. Can you please unmute and state your full name? Layla's iPhone. Can you please unmute and state your full name? Last one. Layla's iPhone. Please unmute and state your full name. All right. Next, I have, is it Itali Robinson? Haley, excuse me, Haley Robinson.
Yes,
Haley
Your Honor,
Okay.
that's me.
Yes, Ms. Robinson, I show you have one case pending, failure to maintain financial responsibility. You noted a plea of no contest to this back in December, and you were placed on deferred probation. You were ordered to provide proof of insurance from February 16th of this year to February 6th to May 7th of this year. And we don't show proof of insurance ever being submitted. Did you?
Yes, ma'am. I just forgot to submit it. So I did have a car and a policy till March 3rd. I just recently sent it over to your court clerk, like while you were telling another person to send the stuff over. And then I had a rental car for a few months, and I had insurance through the enterprise company with the car.
And did you send all that proof here?
Yes, ma'am. I just sent it like a few minutes ago.
Give me just a moment. Let me take a look at it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm looking at your insurance, and the insurance through Enterprise looks like it goes from March until April 10th. Did you
Right.
have a car? Did you have anything after April 10th?
No, ma'am. I got the rental car to be able to do some substitute teaching work, but I can't. The substitute was only $80 a day, and the car was $40 a day, so I couldn't maintain that. So I'm working on getting a new car.
Okay, so you haven't had insurance since April 10th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So you're not driving right now, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, well, so you have like about a 30-day gap at the end where you were supposed to have insurance that you didn't. What we
Yes,
can do, if you'd like to, rather than admitting default and taking a conviction on your record, you could agree to a 30-day extension for you not to drive unless you provide proof of insurance.
Yes, ma'am.
And then, as long as we don't have evidence of you driving at the end, then your case will be dismissed.
Yes, ma'am. Now my partner was thinking about letting me use his car so that I could do like DoorDash. Would I just get the policy under his policy, or do I get my own?
If he can add you to his policy, that would be fine.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes,
But
ma'am.
but before you start driving, you need to email us a copy of that.
Yes,
Okay?
ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Let me make my notations here. So we're gonna do a 30-day extension for you not to drive unless you provide proof of insurance first, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And if you are going to start driving, then just send us that proof. And if not, then at the end of the 30 days, your case will be dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Any
Thank you.
questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, watch your email. My court clerk will send you the extension paperwork for you to agree to it. And then just be careful and don't drive unless you have insurance.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this
Thank
concludes
you.
your hearing. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Mhm. All right, next I have Sebastian Martinez. Sebastian Martinez.
Hello, yes, ma'am.
Mr. Martinez, I show you have two cases pending. You have one charge of no motorcycle endorsement, which you pled no contest to back in April, and you were placed on deferred disposition for that from April 12th until July 12th. And then we show that you received a new violation on May 15th for having an unclean, obscure, damaged, or unreadable license plate. So
Yes, ma'am.
you're showing that you picked up a new charge during the time when you were on probation and you were not to have another violation.
Yes, ma'am.
So, sir, did you hear my warning about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about those rights and options?
No, ma'am.
Now, do you understand that by getting this new offense, that puts you in possible default for your current probation?
Yes, ma'am.
So, to this new charge of unclean, obscure, damaged, or unreadable license plate, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
Okay. And you wish to waive your right to jury trial and have me hear your case today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You wish to represent yourself, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you want to make?
No, other than I've been riding around for 2.5 years now, and I've had no issues with any other cops, APD, or even other than your guys. Besides this one officer, he's pulled me over twice now for the same thing. I've had multiple instances with other officers from DWG, APD, and everything, and haven't had a problem. But for this one guy, it seems to be a problem. So I don't know. It's okay. I understand,
Well,
but
sir, did you have a motorcycle endorsement for your driver's license?
oh, that, I mean, not at the time. Well, I had an endorsement for my first ticket. I didn't go to the DMV to get on my actual license. I did that when I went to court the first time I saw y'all.
Mhm.
Y'all let that slide. But then he pulled me over again, not even 2 weeks, 3 weeks later for my license plate again. But this time, instead of giving me a warning from my license plate, he gave me a ticket. So, but like I said, I haven't had any other issues with any other cop for it. I've been riding for 2.5 years, been behind another cop in y'all's department, and been fine.
One moment,
So
sir.
I'm not sure.
All right. So, Mr. Martinez, I was looking at the citation. So the ticket that you received in May for the unclean license plate referenced the previous one. He warned you about that back, the officer warned you about that back in March. And so he gave you a warning at that point.
Yes, ma'am.
You did have notice that was an issue and that you could be facing some issues with that. Now,
Yeah. For him.
In regards to whether one agency has the time and the manpower to be enforcing certain laws versus another agency, I can't speak to that. I don't supervise the officer, but I will warn you that if you're driving on a public roadway and you have something visible to an officer that is a violation of the law, anytime you do that, you are running the risk that you're going to get pulled over. So if you have a license plate that's unreadable the way that it is on your motorcycle, I highly encourage you to make a correction to that so that you don't have this issue again. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, you're still currently on deferred for the no motorcycle endorsement. Do you wish to request deferred disposition probation for this new offense? Or are you wanting to take a conviction on your record?
I would like to do deferred.
Okay. I'll grant that request, and I'm going to extend your previous deferred by 30 days with that one. So based upon your plea of no contest to this charge, I'm making a finding that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I'm not going to find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty, and I'll place you on deferred disposition probation out of this court for 90 days. Your deferral fee is $53. Your court costs are $134, so total is $187. Now, can you get that paid in full by Monday, or do you need some time to pay it out?
I can pay it full on Monday.
Pay in full on Monday. You're going to be on probation out of my court for 90 days on this one, okay?
Now, with that first deferred disposition, does that
Yes.
just cancel out, or do I still have to send in my driver's safe? Because for that one, I had to do a driver safety course or whatever. I still haven't completed it or anything. Do I still have to complete it?
You do. I'm giving you a 30-day extension to get that one done.
So I have to do it twice now?
No, one will count for both.
Oh, okay. Okay, yes, ma'am.
But get it in within the next 30 days. So you need to get signed up right away.
Yes,
Understand?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Get this paid in full by Monday, get your driving safety course done, and get that into us as promptly as you can, but within 30 days. Any questions, sir?
No, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, this concludes your hearing. You are free to go. All right, next I have Marshall Eskridge. Marshall Lawrence Eskridge.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Eskridge, can you start your video so I can see you? There you are. Mr. Eskridge, I show you one
Alrighty.
case pending. It's expired registration. Do you understand that's the charge pending against you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about any of those?
Not at this time.
To this charge, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
And you wish to waive your right to jury trial and have me hear your case today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Yes.
Do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you want to make?
I was wanting an extension to get the repairs needed for the vehicle so it'll pass inspection so I can get my registration.
Well, I can give you a pass until next month's docket. I cannot extend the time limit for you to be able to get it registered for a dismissal. All right. So, I mean, I can give you a pass until next month's docket so you can get it registered and show me that proof, and I'll take all that into consideration, but I can't extend the state law time limit for dismissal. Do you understand?
Not really, but how much is the fee? Or court costs or penalty?
Well, the court costs are $81.
Mm-hmm.
This carries a punishment of up to $200 for expired registration. Our standard kind of pay at the window amount is $51 for this. So, I mean, but you know, that 20-day time limit to get your vehicle registered from the time of the citation, I don't have the authority to expand that. That's state mandated.
Okay.
Okay. So that's because the judges only have limited ability to dismiss something without a motion from the prosecutor. Now, I can give you a pass until next month, and you could even ask to be passed to the contest docket when the prosecutor is there, and you can always talk to the prosecutor, show them any proof that you want. If the prosecutor makes a motion to dismiss, then I can dismiss it. But judges have limited ability to dismiss cases without a motion from the prosecutor.
All right. The issue I'm having is it's going to cost $7,000 to get my car repaired to the meet standards, and it won't be ready next month.
Okay.
So
Well, I mean, if you
I
want,
just-
you can you can just go ahead and dispose of it, and you know, you may ask for deferred. There's not a requirement that you get this registered to be able to request deferred.
Yes, I'll take to be fair.
Okay, so you want to request deferred. Do you have any
Yes.
other information you want me to take into consideration?
None that I can think of.
Okay, so based upon a plea of no contest, I'm making a finding on the record that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty, and I'll place you on deferred disposition probation out of this court for 90 days. Your deferral fee is $51. Court costs are $81. The total there is $132. Can you get that paid in full by Monday, or do you need some time to pay it out?
I'll have it paid by Monday.
Okay.
I have one more question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Will this affect any of my CDL?
Well, this is not, I don't think this is considered a moving violation. So I don't think that it will unless there's a revocation. But as long as you don't commit a criminal offense during the 90 days, I'm going to order you to get your vehicle registered or attempt to get it registered. But if you're unable to get it registered because of ongoing repairs, then I understand that, but I'm gonna order that you try to get it repaired if you can. Understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions, sir?
To the number on the paper, is this the number I called to do it? Pay it over the phone?
The number on the court setting, yes, and my court clerk will send you the paperwork for this, and you should get that by Friday. All right.
All righty.
Okay. Any questions, sir?
That'll be it.
Okay. This concludes your hearing. You're free to go.
All right. Thank you.
You too. All right. Next, I have somebody logged in with a telephone number. Area code is 501, ending in 338. 501, ending in 338. Can you please unmute and state your name? Phone number 501, ending in 338. Can you please unmute and state your name? All right, it's gonna be the last call for the defendant with phone number 501, ending in 338. Please, there we go. Can you state your name?
Tanisha Dodson.
Is it Dodson?
Dodson, Tanisha.
Thank you. Give me just a moment. All right, Ms. Dodson, I show that you have two cases pending. One is driving while your license is invalid. The other is violating your driver's license restriction. Do you understand those are the two charges pending against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights and options?
No, ma'am.
All right, so the charge of driving while your license is invalid, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
To the charge of violating your driver's license restriction, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest. No contest.
No contest. And in both of these cases, you wish to waive your right to a jury trial and have me hear a case today, correct?
Correct.
And you wish to represent yourself, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you want to make?
Yes, ma'am. I currently well, I don't understand the ticket. I did not know my driving license was suspended. Then I had somebody over 21 in a car with me that had driving license. I was on my way to be a fist because he pulled me over because my light was out in the back and I didn't know it. I was going to the car lot and to tell them, well, they told me to come up there so to tell them what was going on with the car. So that's the reason why I was up there. and I can't really afford to pay the ticket because I keep having strokes. I currently don't have a vehicle. The strokes back to back. And I have a little girl, she is disabled, and I can't do community service because I don't have any help with her. She has Down syndrome, and she's autistic, and I had a stroke, and I'm literally paralyzed on my right side.
Okay, so I want to back up and ask you, were you telling me that you had someone in the car with you?
Yes, she was over 21. They was over 21, yes, with driving license.
Who was
That's why
it?
I didn't understand. It was my friend girl. She was in the car with me, but it's a girl, it's a boy that want to be a girl. I'm sorry, I didn't explain it, but yeah, she was in the car with me. That's what I didn't understand. Then the police officer was so mean and rude. I'm like, oh my God. Then he's like, well, you better be happy I didn't call the cops on you. I'm like, what in the world? All this not even called for. So
So wait, I'm sorry. So who was it that was in the vehicle with you?
her name is Promise. Well, Ron Nixon, and my daughter was in there too. Her name is Michaela Cohen.
Okay, no, who
I
was
had two
no,
people.
ma'am, I need you to listen real carefully. Okay. Who was sitting next to you in the front seat?
Oh, my daughter, Michaela.
And does Michaela have a driver's license?
No, she has an ID, but the person in the back seat had a driving license.
Okay, that doesn't count. They've got to be in the front seat with you right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they've
And
got
I
to be,
didn't even know.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
really didn't know that.
Well, that's the restriction says that you have to have someone that in the front seat right there with you. So you've got to have that there. Okay, that's part of it. And is your license invalid because of the strokes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I did supposed to been driving, but I'm be honest. I mean, I moved down here to work for CPS. Then I had a stroke, so I don't have family down here, so I can't depend on nobody.
Listen, ma'am, I understand that is very hard, but it's very dangerous. You're not supposed to be driving if you're having strokes, ma'am. There's a reason why that your driver's license is suspended. Heaven forbid something had happened with you, with your daughter and your friend in the car. You might have hurt y'all. You might have hurt yourself. Those two passengers or someone else. So I understand that it's hard,
Yes, ma'am.
but you can't drive. You just can't do that.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand? You
Yes,
absolutely
ma'am.
cannot. And if you need to be in touch with like adult protective services and see if there's some way that they can help get you some assistance or something, you need to try that. But I implore you.
Well, I'm moving back. I'm moving back home so I can get help
Okay.
next year when my lease is up.
Okay. All right. And are you wanting to do deferred disposition probation to keep this off of your record?
Well, I'm trying to figure that out because I don't want it, on my record. But I can't even afford to pay the ticket. That's the part that I'm getting upset about.
Okay, well, hang on. Okay, so take a breath right now because ability to pay is completely different than the judgment on whether you're going to have deferred and what the deferral fees and court costs are. All right. So if you're unable to pay because of your health situation or because of your caring for your daughter, then there can be an alternate way for you to pay, but either through community service or some other method, which can include caring for your daughter. All right.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like you're going to have to necessarily like go out and pick up trash or anything like that. So it's going to be two separate things. But the first question is, do you want to do deferred probation to keep it off of your record?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll grant that request. Is there anything else you want me to take into consideration about that? Regardless of ability, we're not talking about ability to pay. Are there any other facts you want me to take into consideration?
I don't have that much income coming in a month, and I still have my bills and stuff. I get a check once a month, but it's not nothing after I pay my bills. I get food stamps and stuff like that, but I still struggle to pay my bills.
Okay, I understand. I'll consider all that. Well, based upon your pleas of no contest, I'm making a finding that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty, and I'm going to place you on deferred disposition probation out of this court for 90 days. If your driving while license is invalid, your deferral fee is going to be set at the minimum, which is $175, and court costs are $81. On your violating your driver's license restriction, your deferral fee is $101. Your court costs are $81. Now, I'm going to have my court clerk send you a financial packet, and you need to fill that out and get it back to us within 2 weeks. And from there, I'm going to
Okay.
look to see, it sounds like you're going to qualify for an alternate method to satisfy this and not be required to pay. You need to provide us proof of the government assistance you receive, provide us proof of your medical issues and the diagnosis that you have with your daughter, for your daughter,
Okay.
and then get that back to us within 2 weeks. Do we have an email for her?
Okay.
So my court clerk's going to send you the financial packet in an email. It is going to be a big attachment, so it might go to your spam folder. So check there if you don't see it in your inbox within a day or two. If you haven't received it by Monday, call my court staff. They'll resend it to you. Include, proof that you're receiving the government assistance, and then we'll work with you through that to help you get this taken care of. All right?
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Now remember, number one thing, do not drive right now because your driver's license is suspended. You understand?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I'm not driving. I can't drive at all. My doctor told me.
Okay.
He don't care nothing about that.
Okay. All right. All right. This concludes your hearing. You're free to go. Make sure to get that paperwork back to us within 2 weeks.
Okay. Thank you.
Next, I have someone who logged in under Eddie. Eddie's iPhone. Can you please unmute and state your full name?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Eddie Mendoza.
Give me just a second to get your file. All right, Mr. Mendoza, I show that you have one case pending. It's speeding going 67 in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. Do you understand that's the charge pending against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions about those rights and options?
No, ma'am.
To this charge, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
And you wish to waive your right to a jury trial and have me hear your case today, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you want to make?
Can I do that request for the probation thingy so I could get off my record?
For the deferred disposition probation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you may. Anything else you wish to tell me, sir?
Do I have to pay anything?
You will eventually. Why were you going so fast?
Because I had just got off work. I was trying to go home.
How old are you, sir?
17.
Are you in school?
No, ma'am.
All right. Anything else you want me to take into consideration?
Can I get an extension?
We'll talk. You mean to pay?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll go over that in just a minute. Anything else before I render judgment?
No, ma'am.
All right. Based upon your plea of no contest, I'm making a finding on the record that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty and I'll place you on deferred disposition probation for 90 days. Your deferral fee for this offense is $155. Your court costs are $134. Your total is going to be $289. Now, can you make a payment of $100 by Monday?
Which Monday?
This coming Monday, the 13th.
No, I can't, because I get paid every Tuesday.
So you're going to get paid this coming Tuesday?
Yeah.
You get paid today?
I think so, but like a night. I get paid every night,
You get paid every week or every 2 weeks?
every week.
Well, if you get paid tonight, then you can make a payment next Monday, can't you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can you make a full $100?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So pay $100 on Monday and then $100 every 2 weeks. Or I could reduce it down to $50 every week.
Yeah, that's fine.
$50 every week? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
pay 100 this coming Monday and then $50 every week after that. Until it's paid in full. Once you get it paid in full, then your probation will start. You're going to be in probation out of my court for 90 days. You're going to need to take a driving safety course, complete that course, and get the certificate back into us within the 90 days.
Where can I do that?
You can do them online. There's a number of providers out there. It just needs to be a course that you take for ticket dismissal in Texas. Make sure it's not one for DWIs or for commercial driver's licenses. But it's your responsibility to find the course, complete it, and get the certificate back into us.
All right.
Any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay, this concludes your hearing. You are free to go at this time.
All right, thank you.
Next, I have Aaron. Is it Aaron Lopez?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, give me just a moment. Could you be under any other name?
No, I mean, I was given hold on, let me turn on my video thing. I was given a sent a paper. See if I can fix this. I'm sorry, first time on this Zoom thing. I was given a paper and it said
I'm sorry, sir. I missed your file. It was here. I missed it. I apologize. I've got it right here. So, Mr. Lopez, you have one case pending, speeding going 52 in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. And you entered a plea of no contest to this back in November, set this up for deferred disposition probation, and you were ordered to complete a driving safety course and get that proof into us by May 28th. And we don't show that you ever provided proof of completing the course.
Yeah, so I started a course, but as you stated earlier in the video, or in the conference or whatever, that there is different ones. I ended up starting a different one. It wasn't for like a driver's seat, because I've done it before when I was like 15, and it did not seem like the same thing at all. So I stopped doing it, and then I got really busy with work. Honestly, I just kind of dropped the ball on it. Like I said, I paid the fines and everything. I did the wrong one, and then I didn't get the new one started yet, and that's pretty much it.
So here are your options, sir. You can admit default and take a conviction on your record, or you can ask for an extension to complete the driving safety course.
Yeah, if I could have extension, that'd be great, and I would
I'm
get
gonna
that.
I'm gonna give you a 30-day extension.
Okay.
So that's 30 days to get the course done and get the certificate to us. Do you understand?
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So my court clerk is going to email you the extension paperwork. You need to sign that and send it back in, and then get signed up for and complete that course as promptly as you can. All right?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Any questions, sir?
No.
Okay, this concludes your hearing. You are free to go at this time.
All right. Thank you.
All right, next I have someone who logged in just under iPhone. Can you please unmute and state your name? iPhone. The person here who logged in under iPhone, can you please unmute and state your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. Can you hear me?
Yes. Could you state your name, please?
Hello. Talon Winkle.
I'm sorry, you cut out. Could you say it again, please?
Talon Winkle.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Winkle, I show you have one case pending, and that's failure to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand that's the charge pending against you?
Yes.
Were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options that I went over at the start of court?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me about any of those rights and options?
I don't believe so.
To this charge, then, how do you wish to plead, sir? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
At this time, I would like to plead not guilty and keep my options open and discuss that further.
Well, if you plead not guilty, then unless you can show me proof of insurance on May 19th at the time you received the citation, then we're going to reset your case for court for a trial. All right.
Right. Yes, ma'am. So I can't. I would like to admit fault
No,
of
no, no,
not
no,
having.
no, stop, stop,
Okay.
stop, 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 stop.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want to hear any, if you're going to plead not guilty, we've got a couple of things. So you're pleading not guilty, is that correct?
This is the first time doing this, so I'm not sure exactly the steps following up
Okay, let me
afterwards.
tell you what happens. So if you plead not guilty, then I'm going to confirm whether you're waiving your right to a jury trial or asking for a jury trial, and whether you're representing yourself or you're hiring a lawyer, and then we're going to set your case for a trial. Those are going to be the steps.
Gotcha.
Okay. You can plead not guilty and have a trial at a later date. You can plead guilty or no contest with an explanation if you want to do that and request deferred disposition today or to take a conviction today. Those are your options.
I would like to request the future court date. Now would that be me speaking with the prosecutor?
Well, let's take, so your wish to plead not guilty, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you wish to waive your right to a jury trial and have me hear your case, or are you requesting a jury trial?
I would like for you to hear my case.
You want to waive, and do you wish to represent yourself, or are you going to be hiring a lawyer?
I would be representing myself.
Okay, so then we're going to set you for August 5th at 6 p.m. All right.
Okay.
You will get a reset notice. All right. The prosecutor will be here. You will have the opportunity to have a private breakout Zoom session and speak with the prosecutor before you go to trial. So you might work things out there. Sometimes people do. If you don't, you will have your trial that night. So if you have any evidence, any documentary evidence, go ahead and scan it, get it in an email, send it to my court clerk so she has it in there so that we can have it for the trial. If you have any witnesses you wish to call, either have them there with you or share the Zoom link with them so that they can Zoom in. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll see you back here on August 5th at 6 p.m. And my court clerk will send you a reset notice with all this information. All right.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. This concludes your hearing. You're free to go at this time.
Thank you. Bye.
Next, I have somebody logged in under Anisha. Can you please unmute and state your full name? Anisha.
Hi, Anissa Dunn.
Is that D-U-N-N?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, give me just a moment. Thank you. All right, Ms. Dunn, I show that you have 2 cases pending, expired registration and failure to maintain financial responsibility. Back in January of this year, you entered pleas of no contest to these charges and set them up for payments to do deferred disposition probation. And it looks like you made a total of 2 payments.
Yes.
And stopped paying. You have a balance owing of $239. Can you tell me why you stopped paying?
I recently lost my job. I had a babysitting gig, but I didn't have that anymore, so it kind of messed me up. But I am ready to get back on track with the payments.
Are you working now?
I found another gig. Yes, ma'am.
All right. So is it full-time, part-time?
It's part-time. It's kind of like when they need me, but yeah.
So how regularly are you working?
Probably like a couple days a week, not too much, but it would be enough for me to make the payments.
Can you make payments of $50 every 2 weeks?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Can you make your first one this coming Monday?
Of 50 or of
Yes, $50.
Yes, ma'am.
So $50 every 2 weeks, starting Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, once you get it paid in full, then your probation is going to start.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
You're going to be on probation on my court for 90 days. And are you currently driving a vehicle?
No.
So you don't have insurance, is that correct?
No, I had it, but I don't have it right now.
All right. So I'm going to order that you not drive until you provide proof of insurance to the court.
Okay. Okay. And then I would be able to send that as soon as possible?
As soon as you get it, yes.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So make your payments every 2 weeks. If something happens, if they don't need you for a week or 2 because they go on vacation and you're not going to be able to make a payment, don't just disappear on us. Contact us and ask for an extension. Understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Any questions?
No, not at all.
Okay, this concludes your hearing. You're free to go at this time.
Thank you so much. Oh, I do have a quick question. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
This as far as the payment plan, will I be able to like log in through like email or is it a portal? as far as paying online?
There's a payment portal option, and if you have any questions, you can always call my staff and they can walk you through it, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great day, Your Honor.
You too. Next, I have somebody logged in under Lazarus iPhone. Can you please unmute and state your full name? All right, I can see you. Yes.
Zarek Lord.
What's your last name, sir?
Zarek Lord.
Can you spell that for me?
My last name.
Yeah, you're breaking up. I didn't get a full, what sounds like a full name.
Lord. Lard.
Okay. All right. Mr. Lard, I show that you have one case pending and that's fair to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand that's the charge pending against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights and options? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you, sir.
Not really.
Okay. All right, then to this charge of failure to maintain financial responsibility, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty? So I think
Not guilty.
did you say not guilty?
Yes.
Okay. So, sir, are you wanting to show me proof of insurance back on May 19th, or are you wanting to set this for trial?
Can I send it to you because like I don't have it in paper. It's up on it's.
Do you have
it's
it
in,
electronically on your phone?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and email it to my court clerk right now. I'll look at it right now before court is done, and you stay logged in. If you have to log out to be able to send it, log back in. All right.
The thing is, I wasn't in a personal vehicle. I was only there working. I traveled for
Okay,
work.
okay, wait. So are you showing me something from your employer?
Yeah, but not really. It's a I was in a rental, so it was
Hang on, just
it's a
hang on.
rental agreement. Can you? I don't know how.
Hang on one second. Hang on one second, sir. So you have proof of insurance for this vehicle that you were driving and you have it on your phone. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, but you can't really see it up on the paper, but you can't get the rental. I'm up under my company insurance, and you can't really get a rental unless you have insurance. They wouldn't never let
Okay,
me.
well, hang on. Okay. You need to send me what you have and we'll go forward from there. All right. So go ahead and mute, send it, and I'll speak to you towards the end of the docket. All right. After I've looked at it.
Okay.
Okay. Next, I have Brian Spears. Excuse me, Brianna. I apologize. Brianna Spears. Okay. Ms. Spears? Brianna Spears? Ms. Spears, can you unmute and start your video? Ms. Spears?
Yes, I'm here. I'm so sorry. My
Okay.
phone went dead while I was waiting, and now I'm on my computer. Give me 2 seconds. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. As long as you can hear me, I can go ahead and get started here. So Ms.
Yes,
Spears,
ma'am.
I show you have one case pending that's fair to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand that's the charge pending against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights or options?
No, ma'am.
To this charge, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest, please.
Okay. And you wish to waive your right to a jury trial and me hear your case today. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any information that you want to tell me or any requests that you want to make?
I would like to request deferred probation, please.
That will be granted. Yes. Anything else you wish to tell me?
Not at this time.
Okay. Do you currently have a vehicle that you're driving?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you currently have insurance on it?
I do.
Okay. All right. Based upon a plea of no contest, I'm making a finding that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty and I'll place you on deferred disposition probation out of this court for 90 days. Your deferral fee for this offense is $226. Your court costs are $81, so the total is $307. Can you
Okay.
pay that in full by Monday, or do you need some time to pay it out?
I would need time to pay it out, please.
Okay. Can you get the court cost of 81 paid by Monday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So pay 81 by Monday. Now, do you get paid every 2 weeks, every week, every month? How do you?
Bi-weekly. Bi-weekly. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So pay 81 by Monday. Then can you do the balance at $100 every 2 weeks?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, once you get this paid in full, then your probation will start. So you can always pay it off faster if you want to. Just, make sure you make your payments every 2 weeks. Once you get it paid in full, your probation will start. You'll be on probation out of my court for 90 days.
Okay.
Don't commit a criminal offense. Maintain your insurance the whole time.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you're gonna need to provide us proof of the insurance, and what we're gonna do is at the end, we're gonna call and make sure it was valid the whole time.
Okay.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
so I don't know if you're paying it monthly or if you've paid it for a block of time, but if you're paying it monthly, just make sure there's no gap, not even a day in between.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Any
ma'am.
questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, my court clerk will email you the paperwork. If you haven't received it by the end of Friday, please call and they'll resend it to you. And
Okay.
if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact my court staff.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. This concludes your hearing. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Mhm. All right, the next one I have is Honey Kincannon. Can you unmute, please? Okay, all right. I show that you have 2 cases pending, failure to maintain financial responsibility and violating your driver's license restriction. Do you understand those are the charges pending against you? Ms. Kincannon, can you hear me?
I'm sorry, ma'am, it's going out.
Okay, let's try this one more time. I show you have 2 cases pending. One is failure to maintain financial responsibility. The other is violating your driver's license restriction. Do you understand
Yes,
the charges pending against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about any of those?
No, ma'am.
To the charge of failure to maintain financial responsibility, then how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
All right, no contest. And to the charge of violating your driver's license restriction, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
No
I also
hang on 1 second. Now, and in both these cases, you wish to waive your right to jury trial, is that correct?
correct.
And you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, was there something else that you wanted to tell me about one of these cases?
Yes, ma'am. For the driver's license restriction, I had got my driver's license late, so when I got it, I wasn't aware that they had changed the laws, or I wasn't aware that I didn't actually have a driver's license because it said driver's license on it. So it wasn't until I got pulled over that I was aware of the restriction.
It's what people used to call a learner's permit.
Yes, ma'am.
And they did change the name of it several years ago.
Yes, and
yes.
they scheduled me a driver's test for August 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that set up. And for the one that says failure to maintain financial responsibility, is that for insurance?
Yes.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I told the officer at the time that I'm a teacher, so I work for a private school, but the way that they have it set up, I only work 2 days out of the week, and it's biweekly pay. So I haven't been able to find affordable insurance for me, considering that I'm 21. So right now I'm trying to get with Amex, but I'm trying to vary out the payment.
Okay. Well, I understand that there can be financial challenges to getting insurance, but that doesn't waive your requirement to have insurance. That just means you don't drive until you get that.
Correct. I had insurance at first.
Did you have it on May 24th?
No, I didn't have it when I got pulled over.
Okay, so that means you can't drive when you don't have insurance. Because
Okay.
something you need to understand is that
Mhm.
when an insurance company is insuring you and your vehicle, it's
Mhm.
the information is tied to your driver's license. So you
Right.
can just be driving down the street and an officer can just run your license plate.
Mhm.
And if it comes back and says that you don't have insurance, they can pull you over.
Right.
So if you drive when you don't have insurance, you are just going around with a big old target on your car. So you can't do that. You understand?
Yeah.
And are you wanting
I
to
have,
defer disposition to keep this off of your record?
yes,
I'll
I
grant
have
that.
one more question for
Okay.
that. When I was pulled over, I don't know if it was on the file, but he mentioned something about the residency.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, never mind.
What do you think he warned you that you didn't change your name or address on your driver's license. Had you
Yes,
moved?
yes, but I don't, technically, I'm a couch surfer, so I don't want to keep continuing to change my address if I don't really have anywhere to permanently stay.
Well, I understand that, but the law doesn't really have a
Care about,
provision for that. So under the law,
yeah.
if you've been staying somewhere for 30 days, that's what's supposed to be on your driver's license.
Okay, okay.
So, you know, I understand that a lot of people do not feel that they have a permanent address, but if they've been there for more than 30 days, under the state of Texas, that's considered your address.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, but I do see that he gave you a warning for that. I thought you meant
Yeah.
like residency within Texas as opposed to like being from Michigan or, you know, or Florida or somewhere like that. So, no. Okay. Anything else you wish me to take into consideration?
I think that's about it. I know you mentioned something about like payment plans and stuff like that.
We can discuss the ability to pay out over time in just a minute, okay? So based
No
upon your
worries.
pleas of no contest, I'm making a
Mhm.
finding that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty and I will place you on deferred disposition probation out of this court for 90 days. On your failure to maintain financial responsibility, your deferral fee is $226. Court costs are $81. The total there is $307.
Yes, ma'am.
On violating your driver's license restriction, since you've got your appointment to get your driving test done, normally the deferral fee for this would be 101. I'm going to reduce it down to $50. Your court costs
Thank
are
you.
$81 there. So that's going to be a total of $131. Are you able to pay this in full or do you need some time to pay this out?
I need some time to pay it out.
Okay. Can you make a payment of $81 this coming Monday? That will be the court costs for one case.
Yes.
Okay, so pay
Yes.
$81 by Monday. Can you make payments of $50 every 2 weeks after that?
Yes.
So we're gonna do 50 every 2 weeks. Now, if something happens, you sounded a bit hesitant there. If something happens and you're not gonna be able to make that payment, contact my court staff and ask for either a modification or you
Okay.
can ask for an extension, all right? But don't just miss a deadline. Let us hear from you,
Yeah.
understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I am gonna order that you obtain insurance or other financial responsibility before you drive. So you're not to drive until you provide proof of insurance.
Okay.
You're gonna need proof of insurance to do the driving test anyway.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm gonna order that you provide proof of your driver's license during the deferral period.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, ma'am. Will I get all this in the email?
You will. You will. My court clerk
Okay.
will email us to you. You should get it by Friday. If you haven't gotten it by Friday, please call and they will resend it to you, all right?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Any further questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, this concludes your hearing. You're free to go.
All right. Thank you.
Mr. Lard, can you unmute, please?
Yes.
Mr. Lard, so I'm looking at what you sent me from the rental company. And it looks like it's bus rent. Was it a bus or like a van that you were driving?
Ma'am.
And it looks like the insurance was declined. It doesn't even look like insurance was covered here.
No, it said they didn't accept the day-to-day insurance from the rental. I mean, from the rental company. That's because my job provide their own insurance.
Okay, then you need to show us proof of that. That's what you've got to show proof of then. So hang on here. I'm going to pass this back. Thank you.
I mean, you can't really leave.
Hang on, sir. Hang on. Okay. So, Mr. Lard, you've pled not guilty. We can either set your case for trial and you can get your documentation together, or we can just reset it for the uncontested docket, again, for you to try to send in your evidence. However, if you cannot show that there was insurance covering you on May 19th, I cannot dismiss your case. You can go to trial and you can make any argument you want to argue in regards to what you thought you had or your belief or anything like that. You were saying that you had insurance, you had proof of insurance on May 19th, and what you were showing me there is not proof of insurance. So
I mean,
no, I need you to stop. We're not going to go into the facts right now, because if you're going to go and have a trial before me, I cannot be hearing your version of the facts right now. So if you want to get a reset for 30 days to check with your employer to see what you have before you make a decision, you can do that. Otherwise, since you pled not guilty, we're going to go forward and set you for the contest docket. So you just need to let me know. Do you just want to get a reset to the next uncontested docket for you to see what evidence you can get together, or documentation from your employer, or would you like to go ahead and be set to be able to speak to the prosecutor in August?
I'd like a reset for 30 days.
Okay, let me get the date for you. Okay, so we're going to reset you to the August 4th uncontested docket.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are you guys aware that you can't leave a rental company without having insurance?
Sir, you are required to provide proof of insurance on any vehicle that you're driving. All right. So you're supposed to have it with you, and what you provided the court is not sufficient. I don't know what might have been provided to the rental company at the time, but we've got to be able to see it and confirm that it was valid at the time that you were stopped for your citation. That's what this court is required to do in order to dismiss the case. So if you want it to be dismissed, that's the documentation you need to present to this court. If you want to go to trial and present any evidence that you wish to present to support an argument of not guilty, you can do that, and the court will consider all of that. But you need to understand which avenues you have, because there's different types of proof that might be presented in the different cases. So you're going to be reset for the next available uncontested docket, which is August 4th at 9 a.m. If you get what you believe is evidence that you had insurance covering you on May 19th, you can always send it into my court staff ahead of time. That will give them time to confirm it. And if it was valid, then this case can be dismissed and you will not have to be back in court on the 4th.
Okay, well.
Okay. All right. This concludes your hearing. You're going to get a reset notice. We'll see you back here August 4th at 9 a.m.
All right, thank you.
All right. Next, I have Robert Joel Hodges.
Hi.
Mr. Hodges, can you start your video where I can see you?
Hello?
Mr.
Can you hear-
Hodges. Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Hodges. Mr. Hodges, you have one case pending. It's violating your driver's license restriction. And back on July 18th of last year, you entered a plea of no contest, set this up for payments for deferred disposition probation. You made one $50 payment and stopped paying, and you have a balance due of $132. Can you tell me why you stopped making your payments, sir?
So For me, I'm a very forgetful person, and you guys were communicating with me on the payments through email. And with that, once I once I stopped getting those emails, I thought I completely paid it off, which was not the case. And now looking back on it, I should have actually done my due diligence and actually checked the records on the website. So I just kind of forgot about it after a period of time, which is unexcusable. And with that, I understand that I still owe you guys money. Here recently, I've been going without a job, and I am still currently looking for one. And with that, I will do my best to try to get you guys the money as soon as possible.
How are you supported right now, sir?
Um, I've been doing DoorDash on the side when I actually do have the ability to drive with insurance. And with that, it's been very irregular on when I do that, mainly because the money that I do earn has to go to food and then also, like I said, insurance. I know that was one of the things that I had an issue with before.
Do you live alone or do you live with someone?
I live with my wife.
Does your wife work?
No, she does not.
So are you all receiving government assistance?
No, ma'am. That is something that I actually do need to look at. It's just I have to call in and have them reset my password for the website and everything, and I just haven't done that. But in all reality, now being faced with this circumstance, it seems like I'm going to go ahead and get that done today. That way I can get that ball rolling because there's just no way for me to facilitate two human beings on such low income.
So we're going to send you a financial packet. I need you to fill it out and send it back into me within the next 2 weeks. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Or yes, Your Honor. My apologies.
That's fine. We're going to send it, we're going to email it to you. You got to check your email. You got to fill it out. You understand?
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Okay.
And definitely check that spam.
Okay. And that's right. And so once you get it filled out, send it back into the court and I'll review it and determine if there's an alternate way for you to pay. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay. This concludes your hearing. You are released at this time. Watch your email. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Next, I have Alexander Pena. Alexander Romeo Pena. I don't see.
Hello?
Mr. Pena?
Hello, hi, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Pena,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can. All right. Sir, I show that you have one case pending and it's fair to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand that's the charge pending against you?
Hold on, just a second, man. I'm sorry. Now I'm stopping now because I'm working. You said I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes, sir. You've got one case pending of failure to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand that's the charge
Yes,
pending
ma'am.
against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Were you able to hear my explanation about defendant's rights and options that I went over at the start of court?
Yes, ma'am, I believe so.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights and options?
I do. I was trying to listen to the other guys with the studio. I believe they have the same deal, I think. Because I believe that is for the insurance. How can I go about that, or options I got for that?
Well, my understanding is that this is not a moving violation, so you are still eligible to ask for deferred disposition probation.
Okay, so yes, to keep it on my record, yes.
Mhm.
And also, I would ask, if possible, if any.
Wait, sir, Mr.
Oh.
Pena, Mr. Pena, hang on. So do you have
Yes.
any questions about the rights and options?
Yes, I believe I go in no contest.
No, sir, I asked you, do you have any other questions
Oh.
about the rights and options before we get there?
No,
Do you have any
I'm sorry.
Okay, you don't. All right, then to this charge of failure to maintain financial responsibility, how do you wish to plead guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest, I believe so.
And you wish to waive your right to jury trial and have me hear a case today, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Yes.
All right. And I see that you provided proof of insurance from the date after this offense for the next 30 days. And I see that in
Yes.
here. Is there anything else you want the court to take into consideration?
No, man. No, just that I've been just financially kind of moving back up because I did have to pay a good substantial amount for that registration because of the tolls. So I was just seeing what we could do there, possibly if anything can be reduced. But that would be it.
Give me one moment, sir. Okay. All right. And you're requesting deferred disposition probation. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll grant that request based upon a plea of no contest. I'm making a finding that there would be enough evidence to find you guilty, but I will not find you guilty. Instead, I will defer finding you guilty, and I'll place you on deferred disposition probation out of this court for 90 days. Your deferral fee is $200. Court costs are $81. The total there is going to be $281. Do you need some time to pay it out, or can you get that paid in full by Monday?
I could get it paid in full by Monday.
You said you can?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, pay in full by Monday. You're going to be on probation out of my court for 90 days. Keep your insurance current for the entire 90 days. We're going to call and check at the end. If you switch policies from the one that you provided us, that you got on May 23rd, provide us that proof and make sure there's not a gap between them. Understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes. So I would send in a new one for a truck that I had purchased.
Yes.
Correct?
If you have new insurance, send it in immediately.
Yes, ma'am. I will.
Okay.
Will y'all send me the information on email to send over?
We will. We will email it to you. All
Okay.
right. Okay.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate
And if you haven't received it by Friday, call my court staff and they'll resend it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. This concludes your hearing. You're free to go. Next, I have Brittany Avery. Brittany Avery. Brittany Avery, please unmute. Last call for Brittany Avery. Please unmute. Next, I have Conrad Jordan. Conrad Jordan.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Jordan, I show you one case pending. It's unsafe, improper passing. Do you understand that's the charge you're facing?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to start your video, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights and options?
No, ma'am.
Then to this charge of unsafe, improper passing, how do you wish to plead guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Okay. Do you wish to waive your right to jury trial, or do you wish to request a jury trial?
Waive my right to a trial.
And do you wish to a jury trial? You want the judge to hear your case. You want me to hear your case, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you wish to represent yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we're going to set you for our August 5th contest docket. Now that will be your trial. Your trial date. You will have the opportunity to speak with the prosecutor before you have your trial. So you might be able to work something out. If you have any evidence that you wish the court to consider, photographs, documents, anything like that, submit it online to my court clerk ahead of time. I can't look at it before you have a trial, but that way I will at least be able to, we'll have it here ready for your trial. If you have any witnesses that you wish to call, either have them there with you when you Zoom in or share the Zoom link so that they will be able to testify. And my clerk will email you the reset notice and then just make sure that you're logged in so that we can see you and you can have your trial on August 5th. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions, sir?
You said it's August 5th at what time?
6 p.m.
6 p.m.?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
All right. This concludes your hearing. You are free to go at this time.
Thank you.
And I see we have Brittany Avery. Brittany Avery, can you please unmute? Are you unmuted? I am not hearing anything. Okay, make sure that your microphone's enabled, please. I'm not hearing anything. You might need to log out and log back in. All right. Sometimes people need to do that. So why don't you log all the way out and log back in? I'll take the next defendant, then I'll come right back to you. Okay. Next, I have someone who logged in under Sebastian. Can you please unmute and state your full name? Sebastian? Sebastian? Next, I have someone logged in with a telephone number 682 ending in 261. 682 ending in 261. Can you please unmute and state your name?
Is it me?
Ms. Ritchie?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think so, but hang on just one moment.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss it.
Did you send in the insurance you're supposed to send in?
Yes, ma'am, I sure did.
Okay, hang on. I will look at it in just a minute. All right.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Next, I have someone who logged in. Let's see, Madeline Brazano. Madeline Brazano. Can you please unmute? Madeline Brazano, please unmute. Madeline Brazano, please unmute. Ms. Brazano, are you there?
Sorry.
There we go. There we go. Ms. Brazano.
Okay, yes.
Ms. Brazano, you have 2 cases pending. Speeding going 52 and a 40 mile per zone and violating promise to appear. Back in December of last year, you had pleas of no contest to these charges, set them up for payment, and you filled out a financial packet, and you were granted the ability to do community service at 4 hours a week to serve out your deferral fees and court costs. And we don't show that you completed your community service.
Yes, that is correct.
Why didn't you do your community service?
Because I worked Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends I ump baseball.
What do you mean you ump?
Like the umpire.
For what?
For baseball.
Are you getting paid for that?
Yes, that's why I would work Monday through Sunday, so I couldn't find time. But I recently got a job where I'm off Fridays.
Well, then can you just pay your deferral fees and court cost?
And that would replace the hours, or?
Yes, because you were doing the hours instead of paying.
How much is it?
$463. I can let you pay that out at $50 every 2 weeks.
I'm thinking. Okay. We said 450, correct?
463.
Oh, 463. And then wait, I lost my train of thought. So if I were to do, like, is community service no longer an option?
Well, I mean, it sounds like you're working a lot and you have the ability to pay. You did not list all the income that you're describing to me. You didn't list any money that you're making umpiring or anything like that. I mean, you showed that your rent is $200. Your utilities are $250. Your phone is $80. Are you telling me that you don't think that you can pay $50 every 2 weeks?
No, not that. I just was double checking if
Right.
community service is no longer an option.
Well, you can, if you want to fill out a new financial packet and include everything that you're doing, I will take that into consideration.
Okay, and so everything else is turned in, right? Like my license and the course.
I don't show that you've turned in anything.
Yeah, I remember last time, you thought the same, and then you apologized, and you were like, "I'm sorry, we do have that." The only thing I was missing were the hours.
Yeah, you're talking about an older case. These cases, so these cases, you've never completed the payment on to even start your probation. You're talking about a case back from 24.
Driving safety course on
Yes.
December. Okay, so for this case, it's just the hours that I need?
So let me explain something to you. All right. Hang on one second. So you had speeding. You had a speeding charge and a no driver's license. And you turned in a driving safety course for that on December 1st. All right. But those were cases where those were from an earlier time period. Those were from March 29th of 24. Then you got this current speeding charge and the violating promise to appear in April and May of 2025. You have never even paid the deferral fees and court costs for the current two charges, so your probation has not even started yet. So you were not ordered to provide a proof of driver's license for these because that had to do with the other case.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got them
So-
confused.
So you might be confused, but you haven't even paid your deferral fees for these yet. So your probation has not started. And you told me back in December that you couldn't pay your deferral fees, so you filled out a financial packet. I granted your request for you to do community service, but then you didn't do it. And now you're telling me information today that is indicating you have more income than you listed on this financial packet. So if you want to try to qualify for community service, pardon me, you're going to need to fill out a new financial packet for me to review. Or if you think you can make payments of $50 every 2 weeks, then you'll need to pay this out. So that's where you are.
Okay. I guess I will take the packet.
So you want to fill out the packet and provide that proof to us for me to review to determine if you qualify for community service.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so confirm your email for us, please.
It's madelinebriseno@gmail.com.
Okay, we're going to send you a financial packet. You need to fill it out, attach all your documentation. Please get it back into us within the next 2 weeks, and I will rule on whether you may serve this out through community service or whether you need to make reduced payments. All right.
Okay. And after the email sent, what all is needed from me? Just the hours, if I do get granted the hours?
If you are granted to serve out your deferral fees and cost with community service, you'll need to complete the community service hours. Then your probation will start, and then you'll need to not commit a criminal offense for 90 days, and you'll be required to complete another driving safety course for your speeding charge.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions?
I think that was it.
Okay, so watch your email. As you probably heard me warn some other folks, it might go to spam because the attachment will be rather large. Once you get your financial packet, get it filled out and get it sent back in as quickly as you can, please.
Okay, I will.
Okay, this concludes your hearing and you are free to go at this time.
Thank you so much.
Next, I have Brittany Avery. Ms. Avery, are you back?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. I can hear you just fine. Ms. Avery, so you have one case pending. It's expired registration. Back in December, you entered a plea of no contest to this charge and set up to make payments. And we don't show that you've ever made a payment.
I thought I made a $50 payment. If you show I didn't, then maybe I didn't.
Let me make sure. You may have had more than one case, and that may have gone to the other case. Let me check.
Yeah, I thought they were bulked together.
Okay, so yeah, you had a speeding charge that you set up on the same payment plan. You paid that one. You didn't make any payment towards the expired registration. The total
Okay.
that you owe is $132.
Okay.
Can you get that paid in full by Monday, or do you need some time to pay it out?
I can't pay it Monday, and actually this
Did you
next
say I
check was,
can or cannot? I couldn't understand you.
sorry, I cannot. And I get paid again next Wednesday. Really, there will be a stretch as well. But if you could push it to the next check, which is technically, what's today?
Okay, so today is July 7th. I like to set my payments up, particularly coming in on Mondays. That gives you time to get your check and get it either through the payment portal or drop it. Can you start, instead of paying in full, you're going to get paid this week, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, can you make
Well, no. Next Wednesday, I technically get paid on Fridays, but I get it on Wednesday. So next Wednesday, I'll get paid.
So not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow?
Yes.
So you're gonna get paid on the 15th. Can you start making payments of $50 every 2 weeks, starting on July 20th?
I can.
Okay. So we're gonna set you up for 50, so you're gonna basically have 3 payments, $50 every 2 weeks, starting on Monday, July 20th.
Okay.
Once you get it paid in full, then your probation will start. You'll be on probation out of my court for 90 days.
Mhm.
Do not commit a criminal offense during the 90-day time period. Now, have you gotten this car registered?
I don't have that car.
Okay.
The car was raggedy. That's why I wasn't able to make all the payments. All my money was going into repairs for that car. I do not have that vehicle any longer.
Okay, so I'm not going to require you to get it registered then, since you don't own it. So just get this paid in full and then don't commit a criminal offense for 90 days. All right?
Okay. I can do that.
Okay, this concludes your hearing and you are free to go at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Ms. Ritchie, we are checking and we don't see that we received an email from you. What email address would have sent the proof of insurance?
It would be the Sammy, SAMMIE.
And you're sure you sent it to Sandra at cityofdwg.net? Oh. Hang on. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, so Ms. Ritchie, we received something from you that shows there is a policy and it looks like there was a payment, but we can't see the name of who's insured. We need the actual insurance card. Do you have that, Ms. Ritchie? Samantha Ritchie, are you there? Okay. All right. Ms. Ritchie? Ms. Ritchie, can you unmute? There we go.
Yes, ma'am. You
Okay,
can hear me?
I can hear you. So we need the actual insurance card.
Okay, I don't know if I have the insurance card. I have a PDF file. I sent it like that because I have a PDF file because I was on my mom's plan and it's cheaper to put it through her name. So I was on my mom's plan giving her the money. But so she sent me the PDF file, and the PDF file I couldn't download on my phone for some reason. So I'm not really sure if I could print it off, but I couldn't do it right now. But I could print it off and bring it to you guys in person if that would be better.
Well, were you on the policy? Was your name on the policy?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it was my car. Yes, because my car was the one being driven.
Okay, so we need to see that. And so what I can do is I can give you time to bring it in. What I'm gonna do is I'll reset your case till the next
Okay.
docket, but bring it in, because if you bring it in and we can see that you had the insurance, then we can close your case out, okay?
Okay, perfect. And if I bring it in, will they close it out right there if everything's good, or do I have to come back to court?
You won't have to come back to court right away. What they're gonna do is they're gonna take it and call and make sure it was valid for the whole time,
Okay.
okay? And then we'll notify you, okay?
All right, that's perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. This concludes your hearing. You're free to go at this time.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
So we're going to reset this one to August 4th right now. Okay. All right. Next, I have someone that logged in just under iPhone. Can you unmute and state your name? iPhone? Let's call for iPhone. Next, I have William Skinner.
Yes, that's me.
Mr. Skinner, I show you have one case pending. That's driving while license is invalid. Do you understand that's the charge pending against you?
Correct.
Were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Correct, yes.
Do you have any questions for me about those rights and options?
No.
To this charge, then, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Okay. So do you wish to waive your right to jury trial and have me hear a case, or do you wish to request a jury trial?
You can hear it, that's fine.
Okay. And do you wish to represent yourself, or are you going to be hiring a lawyer?
I'll represent myself.
Okay. So we're going to reset your case to August 5th at 6 p.m. Now, you will have an opportunity to speak with the prosecutor before you have your trial. If you have any documentary evidence that you want the court to consider, or you would like to be able to present to the prosecutor, scan it and email it to my court clerk, and she'll have it ready and on her computer in case we need to have that there. If you wish to call any witnesses, make sure that you either have them with you or you share the Zoom link with them so they can testify. Do you have any questions, sir?
Okay.
Okay, this concludes your hearing at this time. You're free to go. Next up, someone logged with a telephone number starting in area code 806, ending in 839. 806, ending in 839. Please unmute and state your name. 806, ending in 839. Please unmute and state your name. iPhone had unmuted a second ago. Okay. iPhone, is there someone there with the iPhone? Can you unmute?
The iPhone is me or
I don't think so.
I believe the iPhone is me.
Yes, ma'am.
Tristan Simmons.
What's your last name?
Tristan Simmons.
Simmons, okay. Thank you. All right. Ms. Simmons, I show you have one case pending, and that's no driver's license. Do you understand that's the charge pending against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you able to hear my earlier explanation about defendant's rights and options?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about those rights and options?
No.
To this charge, then, how do you wish to plead? Guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
No contest.
No contest. And you wish to waive your right to a jury trial and have me hear your case today, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to represent yourself, correct?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any information you want to tell me or any requests that you want to make?
Yes. At the time when I was pulled over, I let him know that I do have license. When he ran it though, he ran it through the state of Texas, I believe, but my license is out of Missouri, so it didn't show up on his side. And he said when I go to court, I could just let them know because I lost my physical card and I just moved back to Texas. So it had not been switched over yet. But it didn't show up in his system because he didn't run it. He didn't I don't know exactly how they do it, but he said I could mention it to you guys. that I do have license. It just is not out of the state of Missouri. I mean, out of Texas.
Give me just one moment. All right, so Ms. Simmons, when did you move back to Texas?
It's been just a little over a month now, I believe.
Well, you got this citation in April.
So it had only been like a week and a half from when I got pulled over.
Mm-hmm.
April, so a couple months.
All right, so let me see. So you had an expired Texas ID.
No, I have a valid Colorado ID that I gave to the officer when I got pulled over.
Right. So I'm looking, the notes say that you don't have a driver's license, you had a valid Colorado ID, and had an expired Texas ID.
I'm not sure why he put expired Texas ID. I never gave him one at that time.
But you had one that was expired, correct?
No.
You've never had a Texas ID?
I've had a Texas ID a long time ago.
Okay. It may have shown up in the system. He may have seen it in the system, and that's why he
Oh,
knows.
okay.
Okay. So are you telling me you had a Colorado driver's license?
I have a Missouri driver's license.
That was valid at the time?
It's valid still.
Okay, well, you've got to show me that.
Okay, I lost the physical card,
Mhm.
and that's why I wasn't able to show the officer when I got pulled over.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to drive if you can't show your driver's license. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, and so do you currently have a driver's license?
I don't have a physical card, but I do have a license, yes.
You need to get a driver's license. If you've been here in Texas more than 30 days, you need to get a Texas driver's license.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. And so I've received your plea of no contest. I understand that you're saying you think you have a valid Missouri.
Missouri.
Okay.
Yes.
But you've got to be able to provide proof of that for me to consider it. So is there anything else you want me to take into consideration?
No.
Right. And are you requesting deferred disposition probation to keep this off of your record?
Yes.
I'll grant that request. Is there anything else you want me to take into consideration?
So if I get proof of my valid driver's license, I can turn it into you guys?
You are having your hearing right now. This was the time you were supposed to be providing proof of it. If you want to ask for a continuance, I can give you a continuance next month, and you can show me that you can try to provide me proof of that. But this is the time that you were supposed to be providing any proof of that.
Okay, can I ask for a continuance so that I can get proof of valid driver's license and turn it into you guys?
Yes, I'll give you a pass until August 4th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you get that proof ahead of time, get it in here to the court, okay?
Okay.
I'm making my notations here. All right, we'll see you back here August 4th at 9 a.m. You will get a reset notice, all right?
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Goodbye. Let's see. And do we have Aaron Lopez? Are you here? Aaron Lopez? The person that says Usario de Zoom, can you unmute, please? Isario de Zoom.
Hello?
Hi. Do you speak English or do you need translation?
Can I do translation?
Yes, yes. So I'll take the rest of these, please. Then we'll be back with you at the end.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah, my name is Manuel Hernandez.
Okay. All right, Mr. Hernandez. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Mhm. Next, I have phone number 817 ending in 585. 817 ending in 585. Please unmute and state your name. 817 ending in 585. Please unmute and state your name. Not hearing them. I've already gotten Anisha. Got Samantha Ritchie. Roy Ashford.
Yes,
Okay.
Your Honor.
Mr. Ashford, can you start your video?
Okay, let me see. Uh, yes.
Okay. Mr. Ashford, so you have 3 cases pending. Failure to maintain financial responsibility, failure to appear, and violating promise to appear. Back in July of 21, you set these up on payment plans. Actually in 21, you set them up for deferral, and we ended up setting up on payment plans in November of 25 to make, and you're supposed to be making $100 payments every 2 weeks, and show that you made $100 payment in 25, and you've made like 1 payment in 26, but you've stopped. Let me get what the balance is. All right, sir. So yes, so you have the 3 pending cases from 2017, and then back in November of last year, you received a defective stop lamp charge. So you have
Yes.
that 1 new charge. I need to take your plea on that. So do you understand you're facing 1 new charge of defective stop lamp?
Yeah, plead not guilty.
Okay. Do you wish to waive your right to a jury trial?
Yes.
Okay. And you wish to represent yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll set that for August 5th at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. Now, on your 3 pending cases that you have the payment plans on, can you tell me why you stopped making payments?
Well, I honestly feel this way. When I was pulled over for that defective lamp, at
No,
the
no, no,
time,
stop. No, sir, stop. Defective lamp.
okay,
We're gonna put that in a bubble. You're having a jury, you're having a trial next month on that. That has nothing to do with, we're talking about the cases back from 2017
a bit,
that you set up
to
on.
answer your question, Your
Wait.
Your Honor.
Okay,
Go
wait.
ahead.
So I just want to make sure you understand. I'm just trying to find out because you made a payment on November 12th of 25. All right.
Right.
And you were supposed to make them every 2 weeks. And I'm asking you why you did not make them every 2 weeks after that.
My business slowed down.
What's your business?
I own a gym.
What gym do you own?
On my own gym right here on Pioneer.
What's the name of the gym?
BTF Personal Training.
Okay. And so are you able to resume your payments?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you get a $100 payment in on Monday?
I could do it by Friday if that's feasible.
This coming Friday, you mean?
Yeah, this coming Friday. Yes, ma'am.
That's fine. As long as it's in, if you get it in by Friday, then it's before next Monday. So that's fine. I'm just setting
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I can do that.
So I'm going to have you resume payments on these at $100 every 2 weeks, starting
That's
next
fine.
Monday. And if you get it in earlier, that's fine. Okay.
All right. No problem.
Okay. Let me make my notations here. Okay, now on the defective stop lamp from November of last year, you're going to get a reset notice for that. You're going to be set
Okay.
for for the contest docket. It's going to be Wednesday, August 5th at 6 p.m. Our prosecutor will be here. You will have the opportunity to do a private breakout Zoom session with him. You might
Okay.
be able to work something out. If you have
Okay.
any documentary evidence like photographs,
Yes.
receipts, mechanic records, anything like that, you can
Yes.
scan them all and
Okay.
send them to my court clerk. I can't look at them before trial, but that way they'll be there. That way also, if you wanted to refer to them and speak to the prosecutor, he can have those. If you all don't work anything out, then you'll be able to have your trial that night.
Okay.
So if you have any witnesses that you want to have testify, either have them with you or share the
Yes.
Zoom link with them, okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this concludes your hearing at this time. You are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. We'll see you back here. Make your payment up by Monday. And we'll see you back
Yes,
here
ma'am.
August 5th.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Devin Papillion, are you there? Devin Papillion.
Yes, hi, Judge.
Hello, give me just one moment here. Let me get your file. All right. Ms. Papillion, I show that you have one case pending, that's failure to maintain financial responsibility, and you were ordered to provide insurance you were placed on deferred disposition for this back in September. You started your payments, your deferred probation started March 2nd and ran until June 2nd. You were ordered to provide proof of insurance during that time. And the proof of insurance they provided to us was valid, but canceled on April 15th. So did you have other insurance covering you from April 15th to June 2nd?
I didn't, Judge. I had to lapse. I was dealing with a very basically restarting my life from scratch. So finances have been up and down pretty much most of this year, but I do take full accountability for not communicating. I should have. But I came here, I guess what I would like to request is there any way to get an extension to provide proof of insurance because I do have it currently. This was just a mistake on my part for lapsing on it. And I also did forget that I had to come back to provide the proof. That was also something I forgot to do, so.
Okay. So it looks like you had insurance covering you for about half of the time. So if you wish to
Yeah.
agree to it, you can do a 45-day extension for proof of insurance during that time.
Okay. And I also want to know, I don't know if this matters, but I wasn't driving pretty much at all during that period because I was at home trying to rebuild from the bottom up. So I was, staying with family and I was pretty much at home trying to save money and catch up on bills and all of those things. So during that time, I was barely on the road.
Right. Well, that's good. And you shouldn't have been on the road at all since you didn't have insurance, but you needed to be in touch with me. So, and to get your condition modified. But if you currently have insurance.
Yeah, I know, I
Then
understand.
what we can do is we can extend it for 45 days. There's no additional cost. Just keep your insurance current and send us the proof of it. We'll confirm that it was valid for the entire 45 days at the end. And then with that confirmation, your case will be dismissed. Okay.
Okay. And is it 45 days starting today?
It'll be 45 days starting from when you get the paperwork signed.
Okay. Okay.
So
and I can just send that all via email. Is that right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And
Okay.
so if you just make sure if you're paying your insurance month to month, just make sure there's no lapse, not even a day anywhere in between. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
ma'am.
Okay. So watch your email. My court clerk will email you the extension paperwork, sign it, attach a copy of your insurance, and just make sure you notify us if there's any changes. If for any reason you change policies or anything like that, just make sure that we have the current proof of insurance. Okay. Any questions?
Okay, I can do that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. This
No, ma'am.
concludes your hearing. You're free to go at this time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, I have some phone numbers here. Let me check and see. Let's see. 682 ending in 261. Can you please unmute and state your name? 682 ending in 261. Please unmute and state your name. 682 ending in 261, please unmute and state your name. And go on the next case, 806 ending in 839. Can you please unmute and state your name? 806 ending in 839. Please unmute and state your name. Phone number 806 ending in 839. Please unmute and state your name. And finally, phone number 817 ending in 585. Please unmute and state your name. 817 ending in 585. Please unmute and state your name. Phone number 817 ending in 585. Please unmute and state your name.
Jaisha Davis.
Ms. Davis, could you say your first name again, please?
Jaisha Davis.
Thank you. All right. Ms. Davis, you have one case pending. It's fair to maintain financial responsibility. You are placed on deferred disposition for this offense, and you're ordered to provide proof of insurance from March 9th to June 7th of this year, and we don't show that you ever provided us with proof of insurance. Did you have
That's
insurance
correct,
during that time period?
I did have insurance during that time period, and I'm apologizing because I did not know I needed some. I had a lady that I was working for, and they paid my tickets for me because I got the tickets going out to her job. But I have been having insurance, but as of June, I had another situation going on, and I had to let my insurance lapse.
Okay. So
I haven't. I went like during the whole time I had I was trying to get my driver's license, and I did all that. I have the, I took a test, not the thing over the line, driver's ed over the line. And then I went in and I took the test, but I failed it because of my left-hand turns. So ever since then, I have been trying to get back in, and I had set up another date for June the 16th. But I was not able to do it because June the 1st, my insurance went out due to some situations where I had to move when my money was stolen, and I had to move back to Fort Worth. So I just been trying to get back on my feet and get back into trying to get on my feet.
Okay, can you send us the insurance that you had that covered you in March and April and May?
Yes, ma'am. I have that, and like I said, I did not know. She didn't tell me that I needed to turn it in. Because I would have been come out there and turn it in, but I do have the two papers where I have had the insurance, but it also will not show anything for June.
Well, let me see what you have for March, April, and May. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm going to reset your case till August 4th, but get that proof into us as quickly as you can. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll send you an email that will give you the extension, okay?
I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you so much. You just get that to us as quickly as you can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate everybody who does watch this stuff. I do work on this. I work off camera trying to get stuff done for the channel, like scheduling. Today I worked on playlists. So I'm gonna call this one a day. I'm gonna call it a day, ladies and gentlemen. You all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Ta-ta and ciao-ciao, and I will see you again tomorrow.
Fresh like the morning, mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati. You can see me like Illuminati. But I'm shining so bright, so bright. Don't come and try to shed some of this light, no. Give me a beat and I control it like a maestro. Ladies on a mission, they be trying to get me wiped up. Shawty, wait a minute, can't tell if I like ya. Gotta make sure you know how to shake it like a bartender. team with me and they all winners. And you know we ballin' all winter, all summer. Jewelry around my neck is lightning, but I'm all thunder. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it, yeah. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Keep coming with it. Place your bets on us. Get your money and flip it. Bring a friend and come along. Don't be taking too long. The vibe's too strong. If you don't know how to move, then we moving on. Ain't no way rhythmic feet up in this place. If you can't catch the feeling, then get out the way. I've been reeling and fish from the lake. They keep saying I'm down to earth, but I'm really out of space. All these women aliens, super foreign, so exotic. Hop in the Mercedes Benz, and I got them crushing like ice pouring the bub. It's overflowing on us. You drop it and pick it up. I think I'm falling in love, but shawty, this isn't what you probably thinking it was. It's a vibe.